everyone. Welcome back to another episode. No Jumper News. Today's Friday, 6/20. And Lush showing up a little late per usual.
No, what do you mean per usual?
Grabbing
bruh?
the buzz ball
I-
that he didn't pay for
I'm early, dog.
out the fridge on his way in. You made time for that. Lush, who we got with us today?
Man, you feel me? It's an awful lot of controversy today. No, I'm just playing. It's a stinky situation per usual. You feel me? My guy Evil can't hang with me if you ain't a shooter. You feel me? Like you already know, got a shooter. Yeah. And then of course, hey, you know what they say about me, so I gotta roll with the plug. So you feel me? So got Ralphie the plug, and my dear friend from up north, commiserating down the coast, kicking up dust and a trail of disaster in her wake. We got Jalise making her illustrious return. What's happening, brother?
What's poppin', brother?
Brother, yeah. What's been good, Jalise?
Don't drop ski.
Don't drop ski. We've officially dropped ski because we're
Don't
live
drop ski.
on the No Jumper.
Okay, we drop ski.
Ski is dropped, if we're being completely honest. But it's good to have Jalise back functioning with us. I swear I seen so many different random just like stories will be tagging Jalise, like different rappers mad and all kinds of. I'm like, that's brother. Like
That's brother. Why they politicking like that?
Yeah.
It's been a lot of controversy.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you're here and shining as
you.
usual. Josh, what we got on the chopping block today? Because like the headline, it reads crazy.
The headline is crazy, but before you got here, we were talking about some iconic fits and some iconic fashion trends that
Dipset.
For sure.
should be discussed amongst, when we have some fashion experts with us. Obviously, you, Lush.
Yeah, me, clearly.
We could dissect some of these since we were a little light on
They
topic.
talking about I'm in the
so-
Canadian tux.
Yeah. You came through in the Canadian tugs and the Asics.
So we
Type
got a couple of
shit.
looks here that we wanted to go through real quick and get everyone's take and breakdown on.
Okay, yeah, this is my first thought about Fat Joe. This
Is
definitely
this the first look?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was an error.
Back then, he had that shit on.
He back then, Ralph Lauren. If he would have had the big horse with the Germany or
Oh.
whatever state
Oh.
with the Air Forces on though, with some Robin shorts or like some True Religion shorts or jeans, that would have been the one.
But he from New York, so that's kind of like they swag.
He might have had some Timbs on, huh?
He for sure had some Yuttas.
Some yellow
probably
Timbs
had-
on.
He probably
Yuttas.
had some Air Forces on.
Or some
Fat
yeah,
Joe got-
he's an
got-
Air Force
he
type
got a
nigga.
crazy Air Force game.
He might have the white and like eggshell yellow matching forces on.
You
If we're
definitely
being
got to
fair.
give Fat Joe the fat fly nigga era because it's hard to find clothes in fat nigga sizes. So like he went out his way to make sure he put that shit on.
Especially when we was already like skinny fools are rocking 2X and 3X at that time.
So that means he had to have like a 12X.
Yeah.
Shit is
Like you
crazy.
literally had to strike a deal with the manufacturing plant.
Yeah,
To get custom made fly drip. I
yeah
was
that was the baby horse.
Like they made.
Is that
polos
really like
big.
a?
no.
I don't
No.
think this fit is like controversially fly. Like is it?
No, it's not.
I was about to say this like a normal like
Fat Joe
fly.
had
No,
some crazy
yeah.
fit.
I'm saying
But
this
this
fit
one
right
is-
here
this is
though.
a
This is
regular
like
fit.
This
this
is
is
super
a
regular.
This is like a
it.
regular early 2000s
Yeah.
starter
Yes.
kit.
Daily beater fit.
Yeah,
You
for
feel me?
sure.
He's
Especially
on the
in
way
New
to the
York.
bodega.
Young
You feel
Dro
me?
would have
The
had this
bodega
on.
is crazy.
Young Dro would have had a way harder polo.
No, he would have
top
the big
on.
horse.
With the big horse,
The big
for
horse
sure.
with
But
some state or
Definitely a
country on there.
yellow polo. Instantly think of Young Dro, if we're
Yeah.
being completely honest. But I will say this: the bitches never looked excited to be in the videos with Fat Joe. Like it was always like the other rapper. Like
That's crazy.
Damn.
look at the.
What if
what's
he
I think
was
the-
you
big-
kinda
what if
made
he was
it
a big
up.
trick
No.
though, bro. Like
No.
he probably was
No.
tricking heavy, bro.
He
Like,
was. So they were there.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
feel me? Like, but like I'm saying, like Ashanti, right? She be on the hook and she's dancing with Fat Joe. Like, oh man, I just can't wait till this scene's done with. Then she with Ja Rule, like busting it
No.
down. I seen it.
No.
we all seen it.
No.
We're not gonna revise history.
I think it was depending on the dynamic of the song.
No, the dynamic of the song is, ew, I can't wait for this scene to be
Ja
over.
Rule and Ashanti
Like-
had different type of hits. Ashanti and Fat Joe
Well,
had.
they all got a song together is the crazy thing. And Ja Rule has like 2 words. He goes, got to do. That's a
hit.
Yeah,
Big
but
ass
Ja
hit.
Rule had hits.
Yeah,
for
Yeah, I
sure.
love this. The great song. Hey,
Type shit.
by the way,
Yeah.
one of you rappers reflip that beat. You feel me? That'll go. But with that being said, she was super psyched
Yeah.
for Ja Rule's 2 bars.
But
I
it's Ja
remember.
Maybe he was
Rule.
hitting.
No,
That was
she
the
was
vibe
hitting
of the song. It
Irv
was
Gotti,
it was the
bro.
vibe.
I don't know, Fat Joe. When Fat Joe said you gotta come a little closer, she was like all the way over
Walking
there.
away,
He
this
really
nigga
wanted
Oh,
her.
my
Yeah, she had to come closer.
Yeah, exactly. But she didn't.
I mean-
That's because you never came closer.
I mean, that's a good observation based on these allegations that have been coming up.
type shit.
Type
But
shit.
I don't know nothing. It's all allegations.
Yeah. We gonna get it. We have a lot more to dissect with Fat Joe, but as far as
Oh, he looked like the plug.
type shit,
Yeah.
huh?
Got a little jean fit on.
Yeah, he's got a Canadian tux. That's definitely. But wait a sec. No, I'm tripping. Is that leather?
That might
Is it?
be.
They might be leather.
Yeah.
I would hope that ain't blue leather.
Nah,
Or
that's
is it
jean.
like wax denim type
Yeah.
shit?
It's wax denim. Like how them old Fubu, platinum
Yes.
Fubu used to be.
Yeah, it basically was like acrylic pants.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Some like Echo Red type shit.
They're like it's like
Echo
nail
Red,
polish
Sean
material.
John.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That is like hell of 2000s. I mean, MTV award in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can't
Who the
even.
fuck is this?
Yeah, who is this? Is
Let's
that,
start
is
there,
that
right?
Cisco?
I think
it's
Is that
Cisco.
Cisco? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the nigga that be yelling and shit?
That's it. No, that's his. Thong,
No, that's mystical.
that's his
Yeah.
thong song award. That's his award for thong.
Was he like
thong.
Jamaican or something?
Nah, he
What's
just
this little hair shit he got going
Dude,
on?
he's definitely
That was
He
his
dyed his hair
trademark.
long.
Yeah,
That was his
yeah.
look.
that was like
oh, I
his whole.
thought that was like he had a bonnet on or some shit.
I'm actually gonna give this high 2000s aura points. I'm not gonna lie. I'm saying that was probably like 01.
What, are these real fits that are supposed to be like some fly shit? Like, what the fuck are we
I don't know.
looking
This
at
was
right now?
Mikey's collection.
Like,
Yeah. And I also don't understand why this is included. Like
This
we're
is
talking
a
about
crazy picture,
Right?
yeah, yeah. Let's be honest. Is this like before or after the alleged like urine incident? This is what I want to know.
this has to be before.
It's like immediately before, like moments before, and then right.
I don't know. He got
afterwards.
the beard on.
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know
Like
when Drake
Which
came with the
incident
beard.
are you talking about?
we
We're not
discussed-
doubling back on
we
that
discussed
one,
it
bro.
on here,
We're
and
not
it was
even
like,
going to go back.
You
on
guys
that.
were pretty uncomfortable, if I'm being
Yeah.
honest. Like,
Oh,
Yeah, we ain't gonna do all that, bro.
you know, I don't shy away from that side.
it's
of
probably
it, but-
before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I'm trying to figure out when he came beard Drake. 'Cause
Okay,
I
yeah.
actually forgot the timeline of when he just came like full beard.
Well, I feel like once you get past like your mid 20s, you got to have like some type of facial hair situation, or you look like a predator.
Are you gonna look like Pharrell?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Pharrell, Filipino, he got like Filipino DNA.
Oh, he
That
like
don't-
Asian?
I'm pretty sure he do.
See, these
Yeah,
the
like,
fly
yeah.
niggas, bro. This was my type of fly
Okay,
niggas back then.
This
Is
now,
that Chingy?
Dipset.
no, you would think it was, but because this is like, I'll be honest, like the least iconic Dipset look you could
Yeah,
ever
no,
have
it's-
chose.
but
Like,
it's
He
right
just
on
used
point.
some shit
Yeah, this
together.
fool like it's
No,
like
but
fools on-
it's right on point if you really look at it. The big belt buckles, the Timbs, the big oversized
the
jeans, and the
throwbacks,
jerseys,
the throwbacks,
The
not just
jerseys,
jerseys,
yeah.
the jerseys with the
The-
big T-shirt under.
the throwbacks. Like they're all wearing like players that retired 30 years ago
Yeah,
type
facts.
shit. Like that was the whole
But that was the
Like,
thing, like in the early 2000s.
100%.
Yeah.
You know, and but like you even said, like that could have been a fit the St. Lunatics wore, except for they'd have forces on it instead of Tim's.
No
Because the
cap.
reason I say that is because like the dips are so clearly iconic for specifically like 3 different looks. Really,
Yeah.
like Cameron with the pink. You feel
Mhm,
me?
with the fur coats. and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Jewels with the American flags, you feel
Mhm.
me? And Jimmy with the rock star shit. He was the
Yeah,
first,
Sure.
and that's it. Like,
For
he
sure.
was the first person in Chrome. Boom. And you could just say Jim Jones invented Chrome if you want. You could really just say that, like, you know what I mean?
He was dripping.
And not be wrong.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Well, I don't really know. I don't go too far back on his Chrome. You know.
No.
What the fuck is this
Jim
shit, bro?
Jim Jones is putting that shit on.
I don't know
he
about
was-
the
he was-
Chrome.
No, he was the.
I
He was
don't know about
literally
Chrome.
like.
I've been around for a minute. He
Yes.
was putting that shit
I
on.
ain't
He was
say
the
he
first-
was.
he was the
I just
first
said I
rapper
don't.
in
I don't know
Chrome.
about
Like,
his fashion that far back to know if he was putting on Chrome.
Basically,
That's
like
too old for me.
No, okay, so that them rock star looks he had back in the day, when a lot of that shit was Chrome. You feel me? Type shit, like those pants, and like he was in Truies before anyone too. Like that's why Jim salute. The Jim versus Nas argument is insane that people
Oh
are
yeah, I've
making.
been
Like,
seeing that.
I don't fuck with that, but
What part of that don't you not fuck with?
well, just like the fact that like it's like downplaying the legacy of Nas, who's like so
But
much
th-
more.
Ain't that what they do with everybody else?
Yeah, exactly. But
If they got lyrical rappers in the category of their self, and then
Yeah.
they got everybody else in the category of their self. But when you try to mix them, that's where the numbers and the inflation kind of like
For sure.
Because
But
like you're not gonna say a artist like Playboy Cardi. Some people might say it's better than a Nas. You know what I'm saying? Based off of
you can
numbers
say you
and
like it,
statistics,
or
and-
like,
you know what
or
I'm
you
saying?
like his numbers, music better.
That's what
You
I'm
can say
saying.
that.
Like, so it's like the lyrical rappers. I feel like they're in their own category. But shit, Jim Jones and them was like they was kind of pushing that real rap shit back
was
then.
lyrical and
you know what I'm
fly.
saying?
But just like the thing is, like, you still have to create what are like considered universally classic albums in hip hop, and have a
Wouldn't
body
that be
of
like
work.
triple platinum diamond if we're
No.
gonna go off success?
No, like, well, that's
If we're
like,
not going off of just what sounds good, because a lot of artists sound
no,
good.
that is subjective. But when you're talking about things that resonated and shook the entire culture and were referenced and were at the top of all these lists and things like that, like, to me, that's important because that's what's really like moving the needle for the culture and changing things. You feel that's why like certain artists that don't get that recognition, like the Max B's of the world, I'm gonna always push their line. You feel me? The Draco, the
The
Rulers,
Mac
like
Dre's and-
that. Yeah,
but
the
that's,
Mac Dre's.
That's
like,
exactly my thing. Like, if we're just going off of, they would have that argument with Draco. He doesn't have the plaques and the numbers.
But you could,
but acoustically, his sounds, one through his tapes, one through whatever, are going to be better than most.
But you could also say, but like I would
I feel
counter
like
that.
that's Jim Jones'
but I would counter that and say Draco actually had albums that are considered hip hop classics and although there might be certain they might be regional classics more than the overall.
But they gonna say he don't have plaques and he don't do numbers. He don't.
Yeah.
So you can't. That same argument stands.
It
We
does.
Just ain't order 'em. We just ain't order the plaques.
Order the plaques.
Draco got plaques.
Yeah,
No,
you
I'm
gotta order
saying
the
like as
plaques.
far as like
You
they're
need
gonna
the
try to
physical
compare
ones.
numbers.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like if you say this person rap better, they're gonna be like, well, he didn't do numbers. He wasn't more successful.
No, but the thing is,
No.
okay, but
No.
again, like, so the metrics we use when we're talking about Draco, right, are like influence. That's
No,
the part.
let's stick to the topic.
No,
Jim
no.
Jones.
So, but
Jim-
so,
Jim
and
Jones
Nas.
and Nas.
okay, but here's the thing, like Nas, you got to look at the same shit, like it's influence and what he did, like, and when you're winning several fucking
I fuck with
Grammys,
Nas as a
me
crazy
too,
lyricist.
sure.
like me too,
He's that-
and I'm
he's
not,
that-
and I think that Jim Jones is more currently relevant, obviously, and has been like debatably on a better run for several years, and that is debatable because Nas in his adult
I mean, but
contemporary
look, see,
lane.
So
you
are
wouldn't
we
be able
talking-
to say that because Nas and Hit Boy just
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Exactly.
even though he don't drop every week and every month, he still just went number one. You know what I'm saying? Like
So
or
is
whatever
this
he did.
debate like who's the better artist or who's the better artist and who's the better rapper? Because Nas would be the better rapper
lyricist.
and lyricist, exactly, and then Jim Jones will be the better artist because he makes like the more catchy
and appealing to
club.
to-
He got the
Exactly.
overall
The-
package.
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
the full package.
But
Not
Nas
just
is a
rap.
You gotta be a
lyricist,
hip hop
though.
fan to really enjoy
Nas.
Nas, yeah.
to the fullest extent.
Okay, but
Yeah.
when Nas was like outside in his 20s at the peak of his fame, he was like universally accepted as a joint.
But
He
that's
was
what-
in the position
That's
that
what
Drake
music
and
was
Kendrick.
back then, though.
And
Right.
people
It was-
enjoyed
right.
that
It's
type
a
of
So,
shit.
but
Jim
completely
Jones are
different
probably
dynamic
they're
now.
part of the curve where it turned.
Yeah, 100%. They are the curve
You
where
get
it
what I'm
turned type
saying?
shit. Yeah, absolutely.
They were like
right.
distinct team.
Yeah, they were like the first curve of the
type
shit. Like
Yeah. Well, I'll say like right before them, like with Rough Riders, DMX rapping over those like weird Swizz Beats production and shit. Like instead of doing samples, keyboards, that was the very beginning. And then Dipset got real like fun with it and like fly with it.
Oh,
and,
y'all
like,
say we can't wear this. We gonna wear this. Like
yeah,
they had the whole package.
100,000%. And to me, like they kept in more New York because they like still, even though they took the New York sample beats and then had the Dirty South bounce to it for the first time. They was the first people that had like boom. Now like fools in the South will actually play these records too. So, but yeah, overall, like as far as the fits, Joel Santana like redefined bandanas.
Yeah, all
That's
that
some
shit.
important. This I don't know what the fuck the Wayans Bros is on.
They
bro.
was on
Like,
some zesty shit.
and I shouts to
In what
The Wayans
what
Bros,
form is
but-
this fly? Like what audience is this for? Is this like some like I really don't get this.
What
fit.
year was this?
Like no year
good
this was
question.
fly ever.
that even that looks
Maybe like the 80s, them niggas was all fucking
But that
all
was-
type of crazy drugs. But I don't think this was like the see-through fist net. with
Yeah.
the leather
But isn't that
tight
what, like-
Cardi
pants.
wore that
Yeah, I
right
just was
now.
gonna say that Playboy Cardi wears stuff like that.
For
so
sure.
I
what?
still say that
That
shit ain't.
is-
Just,
What
I don't agree
makes
with that
him-
shit. Like,
No, for sure, Cardi
I don't
would
disagree.
wear that exact fit.
He would
with
he
a
would
thong.
definitely wear that outfit. Lil Uzi too.
it don't make it fly.
No, that's like there's like the whole vampire genre, right?
Yeah.
Zesty is not fly. We're not gonna make Zesty fly. I don't care.
Now that's an iconic Cameron look right there.
See?
You feel me? Like,
This
A
changed
nigga would have said
everything.
pink.
Yeah.
A nigga would have said girls wear pink back then. You get what I'm saying? But like he got a pink mink on, nigga. Shut your bitch ass up if you can't buy one, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting that shit on, nigga. And I got the mink hat to wear with it.
The
and
matching phone.
With
with the matching phone
with
and the
phone.
matching range and the matching
This is a
Lambo.
statement. Like who can't wear pink? Nigga, I wear whatever's fly. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And not just like that. That's not even like the pink that Frank Sinatra used to wear back in the day. That was considered a masculine color in the 50s. That was like salmon. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like he's wearing straight bubble gum, cotton candy.
He
pink,
wore the controversial
making that
pink.
shit.
Like
Yeah, the controversial pink.
Yeah, he like the
exactly.
pink that people said don't wear. Like, are you a girl or you do girl shit? He wore it.
That's why, like, when people were tripping on Ye, and Ye said, like, when I was a kid, I said pink was my favorite color, and people used to call me gay for it, and da-da-da-da. This is before cousin Gate was revealed and all that. Ye used to have been said that, but Ye really not even the first to do the pink. It was really Killer Cam. If we being 1,000%,
Mhm.
like, come on. And also even fools were like super conservative with their fashion choices in New York for a while. Like even fools wearing earrings in both ears at one point.
Yeah,
Just like,
yeah.
Oh, you got
If you got
two earrings?
yeah,
Like,
it was,
that's-
at first it was none, and then it was one side. Then it was like, oh, you got two. Like, man, it was like now it's like, who gives a fuck, nigga? I got these big ass boogers in my shit, nigga. Shut up.
the boogers. You know what's crazy is like throughout like the whole, there's such a long period of time where West Coast fashion, as far as the mainstream eyes were concerned, did not evolve at all. And fools were
Niggas
like
still
dressed the
right
same,
now
like-
think we wear Dickies, Chucks, and
Yeah.
this the shit niggas be having to argue all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because they still think we dress like exactly like what you about to describe, nigga. Like,
that shit. And like, and the funny thing is, like, rappers used to rap about like, oh, we don't do grills, we don't do
Yeah.
diamonds. Like, fools would openly say, like, I remember like there's like a Dog Pound song. Where it was
Mhm.
like, no diamonds, just you feel me? These fools are wearing just like
wearing Rolex chains
Now
and
you hella
don't
gold.
get no
him bone,
attention if you don't
him
got no
bone
diamonds.
chains
yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
Your conversation not relevant if you don't got no diamonds.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. To me, that's the difference of like feeling like when I need protection for real. When I've had diamonds as opposed to just like having regular little Franco chains, little
Mhm.
gold pieces and shit.
Because diamonds
I
kind of
feel
like
safe.
it shine a little more. Like, so
Yeah.
even if somebody ain't looking, they might be like, oh damn, who the fuck? Like,
I remember one time, and I've never had no crazy diamonds like what you got. I've
Really
had like
light,
my
bro.
little, but I'm just saying like I've had my little diamond pieces and shit. And I remember one time I was at the damn mailboxes express whatever, like sending off a package, like some regular square shit, and the dude working there is like, whoa, like your chain's crazy, bro, like whoa, and I was
you have
like,
to up the blick on them.
no, but he was like, he was like, you feel safe like wearing that? Like, I was like, I'm protected.
That
I
was
was
like a threat.
no, but it wasn't because he was like, you
Back
would
in
think
your
that-
times, you must have been on some demon shit.
This wasn't even that long ago. It was like
Oh.
a few years ago. But yeah,
Type
I was
shit.
on some demon shit. But he was like a square ass fool, and I think he was more like genuinely concerned. Like,
you sure
be
you wanna
careful.
wear that, man?
And I was
You know
like,
that?
yeah, but I took it like y'all at the same time. I was like, what fool? Like, I'll noodle your noggin expeditiously. Like,
Jake Demon,
like
Lust the Jake Demon.
you feel me? It'll be out of here. Oh, yeah, Cam Ben Fly. You feel me? Duh. Okay, yeah, white tee.
I
in
remember
my
white tee
tees.
era.
In my white tee.
How did this era get so fly?
I remember like
Because
what-
you crispy and you clean, you good. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Put on a fresh white tee from the store, you good.
like you from the Bay, you totally understand.
Yeah.
Like that. This was like a daily
Oh,
thing.
he's
in
from the Bay.
No,
Yeah.
but that for sure was
Was this
going
them
on.
franchise
in-
boys?
It was
Yeah, that's them.
definitely,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
They're from the
ATL.
Bay?
They're from Atlanta.
Oh, I
No,
was
they're
about
they're
to-
from the south.
I
Yeah,
was
they're from
about to say,
Atlanta.
I remember them niggas being country niggas.
Yeah, they're from. No, but I'm saying fools in the Bay would dress.
Atlanta and the
that's
Bay were
those-
cousins around that time.
Yeah, when we had hyphy in the Bay, and I say
They
we
had
because I
Crunk.
was up there. You feel me? Yeah, they had Crunk and Snap and all that shit. And
Mhm.
Lil Jon got that shit from Mac Dre.
yeah, Lil Jon got and the first the first big Lil Jon song was what's it called? Not your average type player. It's a Too Short song. You feel me? It's a hard ass Too Short song. Lil Wayne, I forget the name. It's something like that. Not a regular player or some shit. So literally, the first artist he worked with, conducting that sound was a Bay Area artist.
I think the Bay Area had a lot of influence
What?
on like the music scene. I just think it was overlooked for some odd reason. I mean
Because a lot of artists out there was independent.
Well, yeah,
So they wasn't about to shine light on the independent artists like that.
100%, and it's a reservoir of that people use to steal from.
It's still the same
You
thing
feel
going
me?
on now. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
if
still.
you're
For
independent,
sure.
you have like any type of motion, they're gonna just take everything you do and don't say your name at all.
No, that's literally how the game go, bro. It's but like with the Bay.
But back then, it used to be easier to hide.
Yeah, because
Yeah, now
there
it's
wasn't
kinda
as
like,
much
yeah.
Internet, you
access.
can tell, like,
You
wait,
can
nigga, you
tell.
sound like them. Are
Yeah.
you doing this like them? Like,
Yeah. for
Nah,
sure.
like even Mustard, fool. Because when Mustard, I remember like if you remember when Mr. Fab got all mad at DJ Mustard, like, or he didn't get all mad at him. He just simply Mr. Fab, shouts to the homie Mr. Fab, by the way, simply made a comment. It was like, oh, like that production they got in LA sound a lot like the Bay, and everybody was thinking that at that time. Like
Okay.
all those like Tyga beats that started popping off,
the
we were all like,
bounce.
oh, it's like Bay Area music, but more normal, more mass palatable. It's not talking about scrapers and yellow dip script like shit. People that you can't understand unless you're from
it
there.
was more fun.
I'm not gonna say. I think the
No,
Bay
'cause
music
no,
was
y'all
more
just
fun.
dancing and like.
Yeah,
like,
that was
you know
more
what I'm
fun.
saying?
Yeah, it was like
yeah,
the hyphy movement.
the hyphy. But
But
it's
at the
like
same time, with some of those bounces, niggas got gangster on them too.
100%.
For sure,
Eventually,
for sure, yeah.
But like
For
when
sure.
Mustard first, and like what other
A lot of
folks
y'all,
too.
a lot of them up north was real gangster. at
Like,
Oh
first.
yeah.
Before it got
Oh,
real
yeah.
happy and jumping
No,
and skipping
no.
and bopping,
All
nigga.
that shit was gangster as fuck.
And
Like
then it
that's
got real
the point.
gangster, probably
Yeah.
like back again after like
Yeah.
Yada and Yace.
Yeah,
For
but like
sure, after Yada and Ye.
100%,
Yeah.
100%, and everyone wanted to be from Stockton and
Yeah,
Sac.
fact.
You feel
Okay,
me?
but
That was
Stockton
later
and
on.
Sacramento
That
is
was
not
later.
the Bay
It's a little
Area
later.
though.
Exactly.
So I don't-
when I said everyone, I meant everyone in the Bay became way more influenced
by Stockton
Sac.
and Sacramento,
Yes,
yeah,
100%,
for sure.
as
for sure.
opposed to them having like a
Because
little bit
they
of
were kind of
runoff.
shunning Sacramento and Stockton out for a long time. The Bay Area
For
overlooked
sure,
us.
but
for sure.
but we always like in the Bay, fools always slap Sebo, always slap Brother Lynch Hung. Like there,
Yeah, but
like,
until there
Sebo
was,
a
like-
favorite rapper in the Bay for a long time.
Yeah, but
Like,
we.
Hollow Tip, Looney Coleon, fools.
But
was
it
slapping
doesn't
all
take
that
away
shit,
from the
no?
fact that the Bay Area
Okay, you a little
overlooked.
younger, bro. Like you a little younger, bro. Like
Your encyclopedia go back pretty far.
I'm just a little older too. Like you feel me? Like because in like during that time, like pre-hyphy movement, like 2003, 2004, Bay Area. Yeah, there's always like a prevalent Sac thing, but fools never wanted to give their credit. I'll say
No.
that. So
No,
like
for
the
sure.
Bay never. We would be like, what Sac? All right, like,
Yeah, they will always
cool.
say Sac was Boosie. Like,
Yeah, and
The
like
Bay's biggest problem is being possessive and not open to like, oh, you fuck with my shit, so I'ma fuck with you.
Because they got stripped a
Like,
lot of their
nah,
culture
that's
so
my
much
shit.
that it's like, nah, we ain't giving nobody
Yes.
nothing until they give us our shit.
Which is valid. That's valid.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
that's
what
valid.
it is.
But
But then
of Gucci Mane's
But
first
when
hits on, like,
Sacramento-
Zaytoven's
moved
from
to
the
Atlanta.
Bay. Yeah, he's from like, I don't think exactly the Bay, but from NorCal
He's
somewhere.
from-
yeah.
he's from over there,
He's
bro.
from over there.
but
for
when
sure.
Sacramento gained its notoriety and they started to like, they always gave their the Sacramento and Stockton artists always gave their flowers to the Bay Area. I don't feel like it was reciprocated.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like it was, but I'm saying like fools weren't super. Like they would give specific artists their flowers.
And
Like-
specific artists only fuck with specific artists too. So like,
Well, that's
Yeah,
due
yeah,
to the
there's a lot.
politics, though.
but that's what the politics land in music all the time. So
I
it's
mean,
like,
but
if
that's
I-
where the cross
if a nigga
contamination
gonna be
comes
like,
in.
Damn, I don't even fuck with them niggas. I ain't gonna be like he hard. Like
Yeah,
just
nah.
fuck them niggas. Like I ain't gonna mention them niggas.
Nah, but like this fool, like you said, you never heard of SIBO. You know the Mob Figures are. Jack and obviously they were called SIBO Presents the Mob Figures originally. You like
Wait,
the one-
SIBO put on
Yeah,
who, the
fool.
jacket and all that?
Yes,
You're
SIBO
lying.
Presents the Mob Figures. Look it up.
Okay,
bro.
hold on. I gotta do
What
my
the fuck?
homework.
Like that's the mob. Like you
Okay,
feel
so
me?
that's why
Like,
SIBO felt some type of way when the static was going on in Sacramento.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
not. There's a lot of reasons why SIBO felt some type. But that's a whole other. We can.
Yeah, I don't want to
You
dive
feel
into
me?
that.
Like, but what I was gonna say though, shouts to Mr. Fab. He said, DJ Mustard, like a lot of that shit sound like Bay Area shit, and Mustard got
I heard some shit happen behind that.
It did.
Did
But
it?
It did.
Yeah, I mean, he got
But-
slapped. or some
Yeah,
shit.
like
It was
there's
some
a physical
crazy-ass
altercation at a
back to
show.
the baby behind the scenes.
Yeah,
like,
there's
that's
physical
crazy.
altercation at a show. But this fool Mustard was all like, nah, like I was inspired by Lil Jon. I never even listened to Bay Area music. Like, okay, guess who Lil Jon got his shit from? So even if you are like, either you're lying, which I'm pretty sure
It's
you
too
are.
close to just say I got it from Lil Jon.
How you gonna say
Yeah,
you never
but
listened to
You
Bay
can't
Area
skip the
music?
whole like.
was
That's
what he
closer than that.
I'm
like,
sorry. The Bay Area is very influential, and I have to
Yes.
give them their flowers.
Yes.
So it's like nobody can overlook the Bay Area. If they're acting as if they're overlooking the Bay Area, that's just because they're trying to what am I trying to say?
Undermine type shit. Like,
yeah,
like,
they're trying to like belittle.
If you're
in
from
a
the
sense.
West Coast, you've heard Mac Dre before.
for sure,
Bro, Mac J. Mac J.
I done heard Mac Dre before I heard any certain big
Mac Dre.
artist at the time, and I was off Mac Dre, and he was already gone by then.
He's
You get what
iconic.
I'm
He's a
saying?
Bay
100%.
Area legend. Drake
100%.
shouted him out. Everybody shouts out Mac Dre when they talk about the Bay Area. They have to talk about Mac Dre.
Well, it's also like, especially is when you see someone that, because a lot of the kids, none of these kids, most of them that are, because Mac Dre died in 2004,
Right.
and it's like, so most of these kids, obviously all of them that are 22 and younger,
Mhm.
21 younger, were not alive for even to be there, and even people like 10 years older than that weren't really like outside to know what it felt like, but his music still hit, like after all this time, it like. The fact that it still hit,
It still resonates until like
It still
It still
resonates, like-
resonates until this day, and that's. I mean, but this new generation it lacks a lot of history in regards
Yeah,
to
they don't
like
care about the old.
they don't
Nah,
care
no
about
older
that.
niggas.
Like you
Don't
know,
give a
it's
fuck about none of that. Drop
No,
ski and go
drop
slide on
ski.
the slide.
And go slide.
Catch some hops, some hats, nigga.
drop ski and go slide.
No,
you ain't got
see
no
what it
beef.
is though. But see, an artist like Mac Dre, you can still play his music right now, and you will still kind of vibe to it like if it was
Mhm.
a song
You
that
going
you dropped
sure,
now.
for
like,
sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm
A
saying.
lot of these artists,
Yes.
you can't do that with them. Like you go to
Exactly.
that shit and it sound outdated. Like
Yeah.
this shit was
Yes.
so ahead of its time that it sounds like it's just right now.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
for sure.
that is like the biggest thing, because a lot of, for example, like, and I'm not even, because I feel like right now all old Atlanta music sounds really good for some reason, and I can't explain why. Like, it just really like anytime I hear
Yeah.
Atlanta music from this era right now,
Yeah,
I'm like, turn it up. Anything that samples one of these songs,
yeah.
You know,
facts.
Turn it
Atlanta
up,
did his
like-
thing in regards to like influencing the music culture, like during that time, even till this day. You know, like
Yeah, yeah.
like Atlanta's music culture is like super
Because
influential.
I feel like they shit is like a more like party vibe, but like
It's
fun
fun.
party vibe.
Yeah.
Until
It is
Gucci
fun.
came into the place, so like they made music for the clubs and shit back then. Like you in
For
the club
sure.
dancing with your kids and
For
shit.
sure.
Like
right?
For
not in
sure.
the club dancing with the kids.
Well, I know-
like in the club at the family functions. Like you can vibe at any. Just like we kind of made the same music on the West Coast, but it's like our shit was a little gangster, but it was still fun sometimes.
Yeah, it was, no, their shit was super fun at that time for sure. And like, even right now it's crazy because fools are like jockeying Cardi so much, but his main op, that fool Benji Bluebills, is super hard. Like, his music is really dope. That fool rap for real, and he be like re-rocking the old.
He look like the plug right now.
That's a straight Canadian tuxedo if I've ever seen
I
one.
should have wore the hat.
His
Oh,
and
he had the
hers.
Denim hat. I didn't
I
realize
should
he
have wore
had
the
the
hat
denim
too.
hat.
You don't got that.
I ain't got the hat, but I could have had somebody, stitch that motherfucker up.
Yeah, it's
for
kind
me.
of similar to what you got on.
Yeah, he
Nah,
was, he was trying to jock my swag. Mine's a little more dripped out,
Yeah, no, it
Yeah.
definitely has
He
some
had
sauce
the real
to it.
tuxedo
His is kind of
blazer,
more.
right.
Yeah, he tried to do something, but he went left.
I'm not gonna lie. That is that.
Because he put the pocket of
He-
the back pants with the stone on the top.
That
This is
shoulda
what
went
it
right
is.
You
here.
get what I'm saying?
He
Yeah.
had the right concept, wrong approach.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
But that year, he probably was doing something.
Yeah, he probably was really
No, he was
popping for real,
outside.
like
He
for
was
sure,
really-
for sure.
He probably did something different right here. They was like, oh, damn, he pulled up with the jean thing.
This was probably like a headline picture
Yeah.
back then.
For sure.
I gotta be
On one
honest.
of them Us Weekly
Ooh, are we
magazines.
going into Kanye?
They don't make white girls like that no
Who
more.
is he-
I swear,
who
it's a
is
different
that?
era of white girl.
Who's that?
I can't see. I don't have my
Paris
Paris
glasses on.
Hilton?
Press the button on the
That's
side.
Justin.
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
No, I was saying who was the woman.
Who's
Oh,
the
wait,
woman?
no, wait, no. You
Brittany.
just gotta like hold
Stop.
the brake. and then
I
turn it
can't
off.
see.
Britney.
Let me
Britney
see.
Spears.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
tell him just open the door.
Or just open the door.
Okay, listen. I can't see. Listen, Josh, do not penalize me for that. I cannot see. So yeah, you have to zoom in. Oh my God, that's Britney Spears and Justin
my
Timberlake.
teenage years, I donated.
I went to their concert.
Let's just say I donated a lot to Britney during my teenage years.
I like looked up to Britney Spears.
In what areas, bro?
In the gooning department.
I adored Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears.
Man, when her and Christina Aguilera came out, I think my senior year in high school, bro, I wanted to beat so bad.
But do you
never
remember
understand,
the MTV Awards where they kissed on stage?
I do remember that.
Her and Madonna and then Madonna and
yeah.
I know she always been like a famous figure, but has she always been that?
Yes,
No,
she was that.
Bro,
she was that.
We all wanted to
Britney
fuck
Spears
Britney
was
Spears
that.
in high school.
No,
like
no,
top
I'm not
tier.
saying, like status.
No,
wise,
I'm saying like
like,
Britney
No,
Spears was
Britney-
like
the bad.
Listen.
Britney Spears.
Yes,
bro.
Britney
Barbie girl,
Spears
like,
was
ooh.
that.
When for whatever reason, I'm just gonna keep it a thou wow player. In like the late '90s, when I was a senior in
You
high
had
school,
Britney Spears posters.
I don't think. Yeah, for sure, I had Britney Spears poster. For sure, wanted to beat her and Christina to the maximum. Like,
You know, they were beautiful. They were super iconic, especially in the late 90s and early 2000s.
I haven't felt passionate about a white bitch like that since then. if
Since
I'm being
Britney Spears and Christina
type
Aguilera,
shit.
for sure,
Like,
yeah.
And Christina Aguilera, like, we're gonna say she like kind of Latina, if we're being fully honest.
What is she
dog.
mixed
Like,
with?
She like Aguilera, bro.
Yeah.
Aguilera. You not
okay,
white.
all right.
You're
all
not a
right,
white
Lesh,
girl.
All
I
right.
I mean, is that her real name or like? Or
Is that a nom de plume?
Type shit.
Possibly a nom de plume. But I don't know. I feel like they normally whitewash that. They'll make you sound whiter.
Oh, mailman, the P was off that. You was off that Britney, mailman.
Yeah, even that mailman the P.
Everybody was on that Britney.
I'm telling you.
And
No,
Christina.
there is one MTV performance that Britney Spears had where she stripped on stage, bro. Down
Yeah.
to her like damn near pasties, one step above, like and this is controversial
So
because
she was like one of them little.
she was a
them
booter.
snow bunnies.
She was
You
a
gotta go do
booter.
your homework
Yeah,
on
she
Britney
was that-
Spears
Yeah,
for sure.
I caught the crackhead.
Like,
Britney
okay,
when she was
don't-
pulling her hair
don't-
out and shit.
No,
Like,
yeah.
she was tweaking and shit. Like,
Don't mind that Britney. The real
yeah, that
Britney.
was the Britney that was in the media.
Yeah.
when I
That
was growing up.
Britney, but
That was
that
right
No.
before that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But let me tell you why
So
that.
she had like 2 years of being hot.
No,
No, she had a run.
She
was
had
10
a
years.
run. She had like
a-
and she was
yeah.
on drugs for part of it, which is that's
probably
Was
the
she
scary.
really
With
though?
crack-
Hell
her
yeah,
out?
she was on
Cat.
drugs. What?
I
No,
still
she
don't
was
believe that
going
today.
crazy.
No,
To the
I
media,
believe-
from my
No.
media sources.
I feel like she
TMZ
only
and
started
shit.
going crazy because of what she was dealing with behind the
if she was
scenes
fucking
though.
with Michael Jackson and like they were homies and they're the elites like that, they was all high.
I feel like she had the first Miley Cyrus crash out.
Yeah, low key.
Yeah.
She's like
No,
she
was the
like.
blueprint.
Well,
She was the blueprint. Is
Was she
crazy.
before
sure.
Anna Nicole Smith? Because that was another like that's a super.
That was a different type of.
But yeah, that's
That-
a different. That Anna Nicole Smith was. She
sound
wasn't
like
a.
She crashed out heavy.
She did crash. Literally, she was fat as fuck at the time. She did crash out heavy. Ironically, the R.I.P. Anna Nicole. She was.
Oh, she's
Oh, that's
dead
crazy.
too.
Oh,
Oh, man, what the
yeah,
fuck,
she's dead.
bro?
passed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Did the crash out lead to the death?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man.
Yeah, absolutely.
R.I.P.
Absolutely. But Brittany is still alive, thank God. So she could have a residency
I just
wherever
wish.
she had in
Yeah,
Vegas. Right?
I just wish she was just like back to herself.
Oops. I did it.
I
So
feel
you know,
like
Brittany.
I feel like she could have. You know what? I'm like, here's
You know,
your
we didn't have
rebrand.
cable and TVs and shit until like a certain age. So by the time we start getting the real
Yeah,
crazy
no,
shit, it was
yeah.
like, damn, Brittany on drugs. Like,
No, here's
this
the
how she be
rebrand.
looking right now.
Yeah.
You want the rebrand? I got the formula for you, baby girl. Check game. You need to have your cougar arc. You in your 40s now, baby girl. You my same age. We got the same birthday damn near.
In her 40s?
She's in her 40s. She's
Yeah.
43.
Bro, I'm 30, bro.
No, I'm
Okay.
saying like she's that
talking
young.
about
I thought
Britney.
she was older.
I
No,
thought
she's
she was older
40,
too.
she's 43.
Then what they call her? Fresh
43.
17 or some shit?
Yeah, she was like. 16.
Yeah. She blew up in like
Yeah.
Oh,
17.
so she was like
We-
the real pop star.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
was
yeah,
in
yeah.
her
And
prime.
that's
She
why
was
I'm
in
like,
her
we was the
prime.
same age when I was a senior in high school, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, here's what she need now.
She was the first plant.
It's the first early plant for show. What you need now is to plant a BBL
What?
and some big ass fake titties in her and get her lips done and become a cougar. Do some contemporary jazz singing.
Become a
Boom,
cougar is
you back.
crazy.
Cougar arc Britney Spears. You're welcome. Fake boobs, BBL. She'll be back. You heard it here first.
See,
Disagree?
Kanye was dripping.
Here, well, this is the last one. They'll get in the topic.
Oh yeah, Ye's an innovator. We know this.
I don't get the color scheme, but
Right?
I guess
That's the whole
at
point.
time.
But
Nah, my
he's
boy in
a
the back was
fashion
more
icon.
dripped up.
That's
If you ask me,
is that like one of the earliest Bape sightings
that's
ever?
what I'm
like,
saying. Nah, for real.
but this is like
I'm
not-
for real, bro. We not even finna go down
I
that
said.
rabbit hole.
What I said is one of. I said is that one of like in this picture is this one of the earliest?
Pharrell was putting that shit on.
He
every
was.
other day.
He
nigga.
was.
Like,
He was. You're
nigga,
not wrong.
it's so crispy. What's my nigga? He wore a different bait fit for like
Yeah.
each clip, damn near. Like,
No, yeah, NERD low key was like the
Yeah.
beginning of that shit. You're not wrong, but yeah, the rugby polo striped Kanye.
he
Kanye
went
with a
hard with the
backpack.
polos. Yeah,
Kanye with a backpack. you feel
Kanye
me?
was and still is a fashion icon.
he
Yeah,
wore
but
like
he-
the high end
Facts.
polo.
Yup.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
They got the
Ralph
horses
Lauren.
and they got the other shit.
The
He wore,
purple
like,
label.
Yeah,
He wore the
Lauren.
Ralph Lauren.
When they say Ralph Lauren,
Yeah,
like,
Let's be precise.
Yeah, no, yeah, and like I don't know, you could see like this clearly. Obviously, a lot happens in a 20-year time, but like just like such a more innocent soul right here.
Innocence.
So like
Innocent
someone,
soul.
No, he looked like he got some
Yeah.
shit on his mind, nigga.
Nah,
Fucking
yeah,
he
he
looked like a
on
little
10
badass
right now.
kid, nigga. He ready to say, get your
Kanye.
fucking arm off my shoulder, nigga.
he looks square.
Kanye look like he on 10 right now.
He looks square, bro. He's like a nice guy.
Nah,
he
I
was
see.
always
He probably
square.
got built up rage, and after
Yeah.
You
20
can't
years,
see
that's
through
when
all.
it
I
got
can see
released.
through all that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
I'm
on
not
his
talking
face.
It's
about
on his face, the eyes.
It's literally on his
He
face.
don't
The
wanna
eyes
take
don't
the
lie?
picture.
yeah. You don't want to take the picture. I see that. I see like a self-conscious. You feel me? Like, oh, I really hope they like my music. Da-da-da-da.
Nah,
knows they
no,
love
he
his
love his
music.
that look in his eyes like, yeah, I dropped some shit, fucking ready to take these pictures and like I'm a joint.
Yeah, I don't know. He
You
seemed a
don't
lot
see
more.
it. If you don't see it,
Yeah.
you gotta go through some shit maybe to see it. Cause I
Yeah,
see it.
because you
I gotta go through more shit, please. I hope not.
So I'm like,
you can see it in his
but-
face that he definitely is something that's bothering
Okay,
him.
so let's just say this: he looks significantly more weathered, and you can see a lot more in his face
He's
now.
young right here.
Yeah, now he's got the fucking 1,000-yard stare.
That's still
He
his
looked
same
like he's
face.
he
what-
looks determined
It's-
right
yeah.
here, right now.
He looked like he's survived the concentration camp. That's why, like he looks like he is
the
literally.
concentration.
Why we
Yes.
gotta go
Seriously,
concentration
Because he
camp,
fucking
bro?
talking about Jews, so he survived the concentration camp.
Yeah, the
You
hood.
feel me? Like,
That's
yeah.
the concentration.
But he
camp.
wasn't
We
from
No,
the
we all
hood,
stuck
I'm
though.
not
in the
talking
hood.
about
Kanye
there. I'm
wasn't-
talking about now. I'm talking about the things he's
Kanye
been through
was
since
never
then.
or now is from the hood.
No, I'm not talking about the hood. I'm talking about
He
He's
come from
outside
something.
of Chicago.
He
comes
comes from
from
Chicago, but
He
his
wasn't gang banging, but he
Debatably.
come from something that's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
grew up
he
in a
may
nice
know,
home.
but
He
he
did.
expressed in his
Yeah,
music he
for
comes
sure.
from family trauma. So
Yes.
that's all it is. You can be silver spoons fed and still experience family trauma.
Yeah.
1,000%. You're. But my whole point is, he looked like he'd been through that looks like a more innocent version of him. I guess I said it wrong, but that's what I really. To me, he looks significantly more. I guess y'all don't see it like that, but I feel like that's not the same guy. That's not the same. Yeah.
That Kanye.
Fashion choices aside.
That's
That's still
Kanye
Ye?
Before he turned
That-
into
that-
Ye.
Yeah. Exactly. So it's
Before
like a
he
whole
turned into
different
Yeezus.
manifestation.
Yeah, he,
Before he
Yeah,
start
he's got-
feeling like God,
he was
nigga,
just
like
working it. He was just working his way up.
I
He
don't.
was just,
Yeah.
you
I don't
know,
think- I don't think he's fully there yet. You feel me? He's
he
still
is
like,
there.
Yeah. Okay.
Bro, he done
I'm
seen
sorry, he's
bees,
there.
nigga.
I'm sorry, he's there. And he,
Seen him, lost
bro,
him, and got
without
him back.
Kanye,
Bees, nigga.
bro,
You see
without,
the bee, nigga?
but listen,
Listen.
without Kanye, you have to give flowers where flowers is due.
Fuck
he
that.
cre-
He
he-
said he ain't been there and seen it
He
there.
put
nigga.
the
You see the bee,
Kardashians.
nigga?
Yes,
but listen,
of course.
he put
No,
the
a bee,
Kardashians.
nigga.
Yeah. Yes.
But
Yeah,
listen,
yes.
But he
he,
seen the bee,
made
yeah.
the Kardashians into
Feel
fashion
you, nigga.
influential icons. Like he branded them. Without Kanye, there wouldn't be Kim Kardashian wouldn't be who
Nah,
she
them
What
is.
he have
them
to
hoes,
do?
them hoes, they
I don't
pussy
know
brought
about
them in the
that.
game. You know what I'm
Facts,
saying?
bro.
Like,
No,
like,
Kanye.
He helped. He
Kanye
definitely
made
He
people
helped.
He
take
elevated
Kim
her.
Kardashian more serious. They were not taking her serious.
That's
She
true.
didn't even know how to dress until Kanye came into the picture.
That-
He came in and he made her throw away everything in her closet. He
without
hated
her, that pussy was
everything.
gonna get her in them rooms.
She was already.
It was
married.
She was already in
getting
there,
her in
yeah.
Yeah, but she
rooms.
wasn't
Yeah.
being taken serious. They just looked at her at,
She already damn near getting into politics. Now that pussy gonna get her into the
No,
room.
but
then.
Kanye solidified it.
She trying to free the real niggas at this point.
Kanye solidified
That's dope.
her seat in the fashion world is what I'm saying. Like she
Yes.
wasn't in a fashion.
He got her in the
icon.
Met Gala for sure.
For sure.
He
That
got-
was
yeah.
her first time at the Met Gala was with Kanye.
Yeah.
Facts.
No, I can. Yeah, but
People did like look at her differently,
She was gonna get in the
especially because of like the whole way the media portrayed their separation and made it look like, oh wow, this bitch is the one that actually has it together. This guy's out of his fucking mind.
When in
Whether or
reality-
not that's true, that's what was being portrayed, right?
Yeah.
You feel me? So, and she had her own reality show.
Yeah.
Everything's going
But
crazy.
and I love the
so.
Kardashians. I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying without Kanye, I don't think they would be where they're at today.
Nah, he
nah,
made,
the mom been doing her
But the
thing
mom
with them
wasn't-
for a long
Yes,
time.
Yes.
the mom has
Yes.
been doing her thing, but
All right, let's
Kylie
say
had
let's
her makeup for a
exit
minute. Kendall was
exit
modeling,
Kim
like,
Kardashian out the picture.
they
Didn't
did.
the
No,
dad-
that's all
now you
bullshit.
enter Kylie.
Yes.
And
Well,
and
kinda.
fucking
so
and what's her
Kendall,
name? Kendall. Enter
Okay,
them into
but
the
when
chat.
Kendall
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Kylie got the B.
Yeah, 100%.
she got to be for sure, but after Kim started dating Kanye.
No,
Is
you
that
can't
true?
apply that.
Facts.
They
Facts.
were kids. They were kids
Bro,
before that.
facts,
Yeah,
but it
they
doesn't
were
She
kids.
wasn't in the media. She was on the
Kanye-
show looking
she-
like.
Okay,
Yeah, they were
but
kids.
She was on the show
influence
looking like
of
a
Kanye-
child, bro.
No, they were kids
Kanye's-
before that.
But Kanye's influence
child.
on that
She was
family
fucking Tyga.
Yeah,
was
I
so
agree with that.
impactful. No, you can look it up, Josh. I promise you.
Yes.
Kanye was dating Kim Kardashian before there was a Kylie. I mean, before Kylie Jenner was Kylie Jenner.
No,
Like,
for
nobody
sure,
paid
for
attention.
sure,
That's true.
yes,
That's- you
yes.
can't-
It's facts.
Yes.
But she
yes.
was already mingling around too. She was trying to get her foot up in there.
But that, okay,
Bro.
no, but that's the whole point though. There's a big difference in like the level of sophistication and how seriously people are gonna take you fucking with a Tyga compared to a Kanye. And I hate to use Tyga as a
She
bad
got the
example,
B.
but just,
What are
it-
we talking
it is
She
what it
did
is.
get the
Like,
B.
What are
like,
what are
She
we
did get
talking
the B.
about?
he
nigga?
put her. That's a different tier of stardom and influence. Fucking Kanye is like an
He
incomparable.
got a B,
Like-
and she got a B.
Yeah, yeah,
She did
exactly.
get a B.
What we-
But there's who else got B's?
Y'all, we got
Who
B's in
else-
here.
who
Nobody
else
got B's in here. They got B's.
Listen,
nigga.
they
Who
got
else got
B's.
Bs?
They got
Who
B's.
else got B's?
But we have to give
Who
credit
else?
where credit
Nobody.
is due.
Who else got B's? Rihanna damn near the only one, and fucking Jay-Z and them.
I can't.
Who else got a B?
I can't
You
really
feel
say
me?
Well,
like.
P.
like
Diddy did have a. Dr. Dre has a B.
Dre got a B.
Don't do Dr. Dre.
Yeah, Dre got a B, and he's like fucking 75. You feel me?
No,
Like,
okay,
saying,
listen.
like,
Don't do
75.
that. Dr. Dre is the most
Is he
influential producer in the music industry till this
Bro, this
day.
nigga said 75.
Yeah, don't do
60.
that.
Lesh
I
might
was
know
gonna say
his shit,
59,
like-
but I'm like, I didn't want to say 50, but it's, yeah, 70, come on, Lesh, don't do that. Not too
No,
much on
no,
Dr. Dre.
No, I'm sorry, though.
I get the politicking behind
Dre's,
Dr. Dre.
Dre's born in 1948.
Okay, but okay,
He know
not
his
too
facts.
much.
He be-
No, I was gonna say 59. I just did a project
No,
on
I
Dr.
know
Dre.
I know. It just sounded funny, fool. Like, I'm just saying, yeah, Dre got a Billy and he's hella old. Shouts to Dre. You
Okay,
feel
but he
me?
got
He
a
been had that.
Bro,
Bro,
he
he
did have
been
that.
had that billion, and we're still rocking beats.
See,
to
I-
this
Yeah,
day,
yeah, of
bro.
course.
I
No,
fuck
shouts
with
to Dre.
Kanye and all his success, but that family, they was already on to something.
Yeah,
They
but Kanye
were-
made
yes.
him cooler,
They
though.
was gonna fix
They
it
was
somehow.
gonna
He-
figure
yeah,
it
yeah,
out
they
with
were gonna
him
figure
or
it-
the next nigga. Like it was,
Yes, they were okay,
Yes.
but what
they
I'm
was on to something.
They were.
Kanye did help them get some
Yeah, no.
success.
She was just
A
fucking
lot
random
of
athletes
success.
before. She
I
was
was just
fucking
about to
like
Reggie
Reggie
Bush and
Reggie
fucking
Bush.
nigga.
Yeah.
But
Like,
those,
what the-
bro, the
Ray
Chris
J.
Humphrey,
That's-
No, that's
Ray
what did
J,
it.
that's
Oh,
That's a
my
difference, though.
That's
goodness.
what did
That's
it,
a
but
difference
that's
in
what
tier.
brought
I
eyes
can't
to
do
the
it.
like
No.
the whole.
She climbed the
like,
ladder
thing.
and got to Ye. That was the
She,
top of the
Kanye
ladder.
was already looking at Kim Kardashian. She was just doing her 1-2 for
She was
like
outside.
8-7
She
years.
was-
He
Yeah,
put her in
bad
the
bitch
video, and then
outside.
they started doing what they
He
was
came to
doing.
the store in Miami, everything. He always had a crush on Kim Kardashian. That wasn't it. It was
Not
just when
bad.
Kim Kardashian realized his status and she was like, okay, I kind of need to do what I need to do. Yeah, they had a plan and they
So-
executed that plan.
So what about Paris Hilton? She had her outside.
For sure.
But Paris Hilton,
Paris-
she
She was
Paris
in them
Hilton's
rooms.
Paris was the
sidekick.
She was
OG.
in them rooms,
But
though.
Paris
She
is
was
the
out
OG.
there.
Listen,
She was out there
listen.
mingling
What
around.
What I'm
like-
gonna say is I love Kim Kardashian. I
Assist-
love the
assistant
Kardashians. I
video
love the Jenners.
job.
Bro, Paris Hilton was in them rooms, bro.
Paris
Yeah,
Yes,
Hilton
she was, but
yeah, yeah.
everybody
How
was
you think she
overlooking
rubbed them
Kim
shoulders?
Kardashian.
Yeah, you
though.
looking at Paris
They
Hilton.
were overlooking.
That's her little homie,
She
though.
didn't make
She was
music.
an assistant.
Yeah,
But I'm
exactly.
not
Yes.
She
cared
was a
about
bad
Kim
bitch
Kardashian.
that she wasn't the main character.
No.
She was just
She was
a
probably-
bad
she was like-
assistant.
She was probably
They
fucking
wasn't
somebody
supposed
in
to
the
be
room,
on her
but
like she was like a main character. She wasn't the main character yet.
Nobody
Back-
took Kim Kardashian
Back
seriously
in the
until Kanye.
day, like I'm pretty sure, like if this
She was like a bad bitch.
like back at that point, like she would have been like Lefty Gunplay would have fucked probably. You feel me? Like she was like outside, like rappers in LA were smacking type
Lefty
shit.
Gunplay
you feel
a
me?
joint, so I don't know what you're saying right there.
Exactly, but I'm just saying, like as a LA rappers, I can name whoever, Zoe Osama. You feel me? Like whoever, whatever poppin' LA rapper.
Anybody
you
that's
want-
just mingling in the culture.
Peso, you feel me? Peso hit it. Tell him Peso hit it.
but
whatever.
Peso who?
But that's my thing. That's how she would have got in them fucking rooms, bro.
No,
Like
no,
it would have
but,
been.
Yeah.
but she did
Like-
make a good point. When she was fucking Kanye, that's when she became like serious. Oh, this is a business
Yeah,
woman.
she
This
like-
is
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, did y'all see
he
Kim Kardashian?
made them take her. He was the reason why they took Kim Kardashian serious. They looked at her as a
And she had a whole. Did you
A
see? She had a whole
high-end-
essay arc.
Y'all sleep on the mom, bro.
She's
Y'all
throwing up
not
the set.
getting
The mom
enough
been
credit.
doing her one too.
was the madam.
We know
the
that.
mastermind.
Yeah,
We
of
know
course.
that.
Of
She
course.
the one that
We
got
know
the
that.
sauce.
Of course.
She
Help
was with
branch it
Robert
out.
Kardashian. She was with
She
you
got
know,
OJ.
she was with OJ.
OJ's probably
then she was
Chloe's
with Bruce.
dad. If we're being completely honest,
She was.
like if we're like
That is Chloe's
we
dad,
know
but
the
that's
fucking
neither
truth,
here or
dog.
there. But
Like,
that's neither here. That they don't want to take the DNA test. I'm gonna mind my business.
OJ, my pop's homie. You feel me?
I'm
Like
mind
I
my business.
he
But
was
that is
smacking.
her dad.
Telling you, bro.
Because she has his
Merch
nose,
that.
looks like the other daughter. That's hey, but that's neither here or there. I love the Kardashians. I love the Jenners.
They are fire.
They're top
They're
tier.
getting rappers out of prison. You
They're
feel me?
top tier.
Didn't she like?
Man,
Didn't she like get Kodak Black out of prison type shit? Like,
no,
she
Donald
did a-
Trump.
No, I swear
pardoned
she, like,
Kodak
wrote-
Black. No,
I swear she wrote a letter on
No,
bro's behalf, bro.
no.
She did some
You,
shit.
you think she's gonna help Fat Joe get out of jail?
Fat Joe.
Bro,
Let's
he
be
ain't going
honest.
to jail.
He's not going to jail.
Is this? We
They
gotta
need
see that.
substantial evidence.
That's
Yeah.
fake, bro. That fake news, bro.
Well,
Until proven guilty.
so I will say this. So apparently this guy, TA, and the only thing I know of him is this.
So it just be random niggas popping up out of nowhere, just like, yeah, I know some shit too.
Well,
I'm gonna put you down on something.
Well, if you were like fucked with like
Oh,
Terror Squad, like Big Pun, Fat Joe, adjacent lore, like you might know who this guy is. Like used to fuck with Fat Joe, and per my understanding, all I knew of them is that he
So
hates
you-
Fat Joe.
So you saying this is like a reliable source?
Not necessarily. I'm saying it might not be because
You
this
say
dude.
he was in the rooms.
But I was saying he don't like him.
Oh, okay.
You
Now,
feel
now
me?
is I
My
held all
turn.
that in. I'm
Yeah.
about to tell. I don't fuck.
Oh,
with
this
shit.
the type of shit that's getting these niggas booked right now? Oh, I know some shit too. Ass nigga.
Cassie just got 20. All right, I want some too. Shit, I'll take 5.
So apparently, Fat Joe's former hype man TA is suing Joe, asserting that Joey Crack subjected TA to psychological coercion and economic control,
Nigga sound
forcing
like a
plaintiff
bitch.
into humiliating situations, including sex acts performed under duress and surveillance. He would allege that Fat Joe violated the RICO Act by sex trafficking minors. Fat Joe sued TA earlier this year after TA accused Fat Joe of having sex with minors on IG. In the Fat Joe lawsuit against TA, Fat Joe showed messages of TA demanding money from him in exchange for his silence.
So he been on that type of timing.
Yeah,
Why is it
Like-
just now being exposed?
it's pretty lame.
As a
I mean,
nigga, you sound like a bitch. He
you-
forced me into fucking bitches. Like, nigga, what? Shut your bitch ass up, nigga. Like, what? Nigga.
Is that what he's saying? He didn't say he forced him into fucking bitches.
no.
Well, if he wasn't
Then-
fucking bitches, then
then-
you're
then-
weird. You're even weirder, you weird ass nigga. You was fucking down for the cause, you bitch ass nigga.
I mean, yo,
like as if it wasn't bitches, then like what were you down for, nigga? Like,
Because you had to like be like, okay, I'm down. There, you can say no.
like
Like,
who the fuck is telling like who's making you fuck a bitch?
Well, Mac Main assault directive. This fool directed TA to assault Mac Main for perceived disrespect. Isn't Mac? That's Lil Wayne's homie, right?
Did he
Like,
do it?
Like, I mean, nah, but he
Did he
apparently
do it?
he was
is this-
directed.
Is this
to.
alleged shit or is this what he did?
These are
Yeah.
all the things on the docket.
Yeah.
So this is like all of the these are all the charges.
I mean, if your bitch ass did all these things, you sound like
So,
a real career criminal, nigga. You sound
so
like you were
it
just
is
doing shit.
To be
nigga.
fair, it is a lawsuit. So it's not like a criminal case. Now,
But what I'm saying, right, is if these are things that you saying he made me do, nigga, you sound like you was just doing a whole bunch of janky ass shit, nigga.
But he's snitching on him for some bigger shit. It's like the Cassie shit.
yeah, for sure.
He probably the only witness to this case, nigga.
Yeah,
The fuck,
I
nigga.
mean-
This nigga sound like a bitch, nigga. 10 years later, nigga.
So like the one, like, okay, would it be unbelievable to hear that this dude was? It does sound a bit unlikely, and like, cause I've never heard any stories about Fat Joe. That don't mean
I'm not gonna say unlikely because all these niggas, they was all fucking with these young bitches, bro. So
It was kinda more
they
like-
all damn near seemed like they had Aaliyah damn near like on not even saying it like that, but they all seemed like
They were
like,
intertwined
you
with
get what I'm
Aaliyah.
saying?
Yeah.
It
Like,
seemed
so
like it
it's
was
like-
like less frowned upon during that era.
Yeah,
we
it
could
seemed
say.
like
It
people
was
were
for
like-
sure. It was for sure less.
old
frowned
niggas
upon.
just fucking on these young
Yeah.
bitches. I don't know what the fuck they had
So
going
it's
on.
it's not really like unlikely.
But
It's
you- but-
likely it probably happened.
You would figure though someone of Fat Joe's stature, although it kind of does give credence to my claims earlier about all the bitches not liking him in the music videos. Like, you know, you'd figure he has access to top tier pussy. He's
But
a
isn't
big
he?
star. At this time.
Hasn't he been married like all these years?
Oh, I mean that's that's pretty inconsequential to most of these.
Well,
guys.
no, because P Diddy wasn't married.
but his ex-wife, who's rest her soul.
That wasn't his wife.
Oh, but like okay, that was his lady though, right?
Yeah.
Like yeah, I didn't. They never got married. I guess they never got married, huh?
They
So-
never got married.
So
he didn't believe in marriage.
I was gonna say he never got married to anybody, huh?
Mm-mm.
Was Cassie considered? If you with someone for more than 7 years, it's common law. But whatever, you feel me? If you share a domicile for 7 years, it's common law marriage. But whatever, fucking I don't know, Fat Joe. I just don't. Would it shock me? No. But do I think it's likely? Nah. I figured that if anything, he would just trick off on some strippers. Like
I
know.
don't believe that.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
But I'm
This nigga sound like a bitch.
Yeah.
It's like let's bro, you
Yeah.
telling about some shit, nigga. This
Yeah.
ain't no murders or no shit. You sound like a
Yeah.
bitch.
And it's
nigga.
like no women, no
Like,
women.
Go beat his ass.
No,
yeah, go
yeah.
get you. Yeah,
Your
you made me
mind
do
right
this
now,
shit, nigga.
like-
I'm my mind right now. I'm
Yeah.
finna fuck you
Yeah.
up, nigga.
For
I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I'm not gonna lie.
have to
This
agree.
kind of reads like other frivolous lawsuits that I've seen. Like even times where I've been sued frivolously, it reads a lot.
Is
like
he the
this.
only witness, or is this like the
No
only
women
character?
have came forward. He's the only one, right?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
he's
that's
the only
crazy.
It
woman
just
that came
sounds
forward.
bogus, but I don't know.
I don't want to victim shame, but he sounds like a bitch and he needs to go beat his ass.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
if you a victim and like you mad at Fat Joe, go catch his
Just
face.
go do that.
Yeah, but ultimately, like I don't think there's any real way to make credence. But by the way, I'll also say I've had lawsuits against me, but never any allegations of this nature. That is pretty fucking disturbing, if true.
The only one,
So I
if
hope it's
true,
not.
that he needs to be filing is the minor shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's like, bitch, you knew you were there. You just as guilty, bitch ass nigga.
But didn't he say he flew a minor to get a BBL? What did
Any
he say?
nigga watching this while it's happening,
Is a
it-
minor
it-
even?
Did they have
I feel like
BBLs back then?
I feel like when it comes to shit like that, any nigga that was involved, if you were there or if you was like,
just
if
as
you seen it
guilty.
happen, you
You're
know,
just as
like, damn, you
guilty.
let your homie walk in there with a bitch that looked like she a fucking kid, like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
just as guilty. You have no room to say he did this.
yeah,
Yeah.
1,000.
Especially
No, for
not years
sure.
later, nigga. You
For
were supposed
sure.
to check him that day. Hey, nigga,
As-
hey, that
as
bitch
a-
look a
as
little
a
young.
man,
Like,
Exactly.
you check their
Certain
ID.
age,
Exactly.
You know
Yeah.
when you in the right and when you in the wrong.
Like, what?
Like I also feel like that's true. But then society's moral compass like changes either due to politics or due to whatever over years, and things that before were normalized and were swept under the rug or just we didn't even think were
Not too
wrong.
much media.
Yeah,
Nobody opinion
beyond-
wasn't.
There
it
was less.
now it's more
media for-
opinions.
of course. So like so all that's another reason
They had
why.
all the little girls looking grown, and they with all the
Yeah.
grown rappers, so people they see them in the videos like, oh, that's a grown bitch.
But you know what's crazy? That shit still exists. I didn't even know this was a thing, but there's a Netflix documentary I just seen. It was about kidfluencers or whatever. I guess like there's young, like you feel me, teenage kids that are. I guess is what we used to have with Disney Channel or Nickelodeon type shit. No, because that's really what it is. You feel me? Like it's little kids doing skits and show. We used to watch that when we were like 10 years old or whatever. Like, but now I guess they're watching. That's what kids be watching. Is
Yeah.
but it's really like kid version of No Jumper. And then like, I don't know, I watched the documentary. It seemed pretty janky, fool. I ain't gonna lie. And they kind of for show exploiting these children, and they shouldn't be, not only just like by overworking them and having them removed from society, but like really like some weird like shaming shit and things that I would consider. I'm not a parent, but if I was, I would definitely not want my kids involved in no shit like that.
You want
Kids
your
should
kid
just
on
be
Disney?
kids.
Probably not, because that's turned out
No,
to
but
be
I'm
janky
saying
too.
like they got to go to all the little classes with all the other kids. They got to do all the little shits and go to the little.
That shit got
so you
proven-
basically you got 6 months of just not being home doing your little. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to be Disney, right?
Yeah. The hell no.
Type shit. Like,
Yeah, you gotta let them figure out for themselves. But I feel like a lot of these kids get forced into it type shit.
Hell yeah, they
You know
mama
what I'm
like
saying?
shit. Nigga, your ass finna go just check up in this class, and we finna go to every time they got a new one ready to go. You finna sign up.
Yeah. No, but like the thing is, back then, things were obviously like, okay, so let's say right now, things that we consider normal. Like, is it illegal for somebody that's in their 30s to fuck like a 19-year-old girl? No, it's not. But it could be looked
If
at
you
as a
in
little
your
bit weird.
30s,
It's weird,
You supposed to be like,
but it's legal.
24 and up.
I agree. You
And
feel
if-
me? Like,
and if like 22, you gotta be like, got your own house,
Yeah,
your
mature,
own car,
yeah.
you grown, you handling business, you paying bills, you even give mom some money sometimes. Like, you know what I'm
but
saying?
that's
Like,
your personal, like,
no, I'm just saying this is like,
that's how you look at it.
yeah, like,
But I'm saying, by the eyes of the law, it's not illegal. Now, I agree with you 100%.
no, just as the
Like,
eyes of like a
as a human
grown ass
being,
man,
as-
like
as-
you know
as a
what I'm
human
saying?
being,
Like,
Look, I agree.
He's saying just
no, not
leg-
the law, yeah,
legally.
legally, but some states
Yeah.
is probably less.
probably
Yeah.
less.
You get what I'm
It
saying?
It is
So
less.
It is.
And
You
That's
can't
not
say
cool.
legally. They shit is like, if we gonna go by legal, let's go by legal. Let's go by common sense.
right.
You get
Moral
what I'm
compass.
saying? Yeah,
But
exactly.
let's say like 10 years down the line, society catches
No,
up
it
to
changes. Yeah,
to what we already know.
Mhm.
All of us sitting in this room already know that is very inappropriate
Yeah.
for someone like my age. 43 should not be fucking on no 20-year-old bitch, bro. There's no reason, bro. So let's say that law gets changed from 18 to 21, right?
Mhm.
And then all the people that wasn't doing anything wrong, technically, you feel me?
because I feel like
'Cause
that
they're-
age probably shifted through time.
it for sure
'Cause
is
at
shifted
first it was
through
parent
time.
consent, and then it was like if the parent can, because ain't that how Aaliyah got?
Bro,
entangled
Elvis
and
had a
all that?
14-year-old wife. You feel
Yes.
me? Back in the day, Jerry Lee.
And they was cool with that.
Yeah,
Bro, it was
bro.
parent consent. If the parent like, oh, you want to be Elvis? Yeah.
The short answer
That's
is
a,
yes.
that's some quick 10 bands for you. Let me buy your daughter. Like, niggas is going around throwing money at motherfuckers.
The fool Jerry Lee Lewis. He made another white singer piano player from back in the day. This motherfucker got married to for show was fucking on though his 13-year-old cousin. You feel me? And this was a known fucking thing. And this fool was a huge fucking pop star.
Bruh.
And it's today we still like say great balls of fire. You feel me? That's bro
Who
song.
Don't
says
say that, nigga. I don't
No,
say that
no,
shit.
no,
I
no.
ain't never heard that a day in my life.
All right, Dick. But I'm just saying that's as a song that
You and
still
Josh
gives-
probably say that.
I'm not saying it's a saying. It's
Josh,
a
you don't say that either?
I say it. I say it. You've heard me say it. No, what I meant is you'll still hear it in fucking
Like it's saying, it's a popular
playlists.
saying.
Her beyond sayings, like you'll hear it on like your parent or like grandparents' Christmas playlist type shit,
No,
whatever.
Never.
Never.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
No, you'd be-
Never.
Maybe
you'll
a
hear it in
gospel
the mall.
song or
My,
some
parents,
random
my
You'll hear it in the mall.
grandparents are from
You'll
the
hear it in-
islands and the foreign countries and shit. They ain't never playing no shit like
American
that.
popular music, highly influenced.
My mom is
those
from
islands. as well.
Los Angeles, California. She ain't ever played
You'd
that.
be surprised. I wouldn't be like, I'd be shocked if all y'all in that room, even if you don't know the song I'm talking about, haven't heard it at some point. Because that shit was in movies like Back to the Future type shit.
I would love
that
to
you
play
probably
this song, but
seen,
you guys
you
are
feel
probably
me?
gonna
Like,
get.
I don't want to play the gay ass
Yeah,
song.
copyright.
Fuck the song. You feel me? Like, and fuck him.
This
for
would have been
fucking
one of
his
them ones I would have had to pull up. Like,
No, fuck that shit. Yeah, he's gonna demonetize. No, I feel you. I do my own stream. I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay.
You feel me? But I will say this. I was gonna be like, if any of y'all want to cancel this classic rock and roll song from the 1950s, because bro is having his 13-year-old cousin toot it up. You feel me? Come on, bro.
He was
That's
aggressive.
all
If
bad.
they canceling people over tweets from 5 years ago, they could cancel somebody over that.
Cancel a 100-year-old song.
It just depends on who's pushing the narrative.
But that's like, but where do we draw the line? Regardless, I don't think
I don't draw no lines, nigga.
Yeah, if some shit is weird, some shit is weird.
Weird is
bro.
weird, nigga.
Yeah, but like society's idea of what they accept is like less and less, or more and more in certain cases. Like for example, you know, gays and trans and all that. Society is way
Nigga,
more
what
like.
the fuck you mean? I ain't part of that society, nigga. Shit,
I'm
nigga,
not saying
fuck
you were part of that society, obviously, but you know that's like way more. Like I got to tell you that wasn't no.
People made that shit normal.
It's way more normalized, bro. Like there wasn't no motherfucking restrooms for gender neutral or any of that shit back in the day when we was kids, bro. That shit's like a thing in society. It wasn't a topic of combo.
It's the topic of the combo is only two genders. That's
Yeah.
the only topic.
Right, okay.
Right.
But a lot of people like the fact that like that's how most people felt for a long ass time. And now
I hope they still do.
Unfortunately,
It's like
or fortunately,
100,000 genders or some shit.
yeah, people look at it different now. Like, and I look,
Somebody can fall in love with that table and legally marry it.
and look, I don't disagree.
Oh, he can't
Yeah,
have
exactly.
a baby with that table.
You can build a little wooden table and take pictures on Instagram and say this is our baby.
But all of that also sets precedence for weird shit, dog. Like really,
You gotta be a
weird
little
shit.
fucked up, a little fucked up,
You got to be mental health.
a little
Yeah.
bit.
I mean,
the
look,
only thing.
I use myself as a good gauge when it comes to mental health because I'm like got a few screws loose. It's pretty
It's
apparent.
just
to
different
everybody.
stages.
Yeah, but like I'm like
If Lush is calling you cooked,
yeah,
Yeah.
type shit. Like because like I feel like the difference is I have like good home training. I know how to behave myself. I know decorum. Like I'm like a friendly person. I'm not like super weird to be around. Like some of there's levels to like.
Yeah, for sure. It's super levels.
But if you more than me, like you are like you kind of weird. Like I feel like I'm like a good limit. You feel me? Like for myself, I don't want motherfuckers to be crazier than me. You feel me? And of course, you know Josh gonna abandon ship. You know he's not down when the ship is sinking. He just walks away.
Oh, is that oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
he
seen
leaves.
that, huh?
He walks
Yeah, well,
away.
you know how to do that, right? You're a tech guy.
Fuck no, dog. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna fuck up their stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, type shit. No, I
I'm
really.
gonna fuck around. This shit's gonna catch on fire.
You know what? I'll take responsibility.
It's just clicking one little button.
Oh look, we are. See, it's funny because we already are like ahead with the fuck. You know, what? I'll use this as an opportunity real quick because it wasn't added to the topic list, but there is a topic, and I hope motherfuckers. Oh yeah. Hopefully, clip this right quick or not. But I will say, so y'all might not be familiar with him, but Canadian battle rapper / hip hop legend Pat Stay. Was a joint shouted out by Drake, was a big fan of his, shouted out by Eminem after he passed, was a big fan of his. A lot of the legends of hip hop widely regarded as one of the best writers and most charismatic battle MCs in history. He got murdered a few years ago in September of 2022. And it was a devastating blow to not only the battle rap community, but obviously his friends and family. And the dude, Alex Drake is his name, was just convicted of his murder a couple of days, or he was already convicted, but he just got sentenced. I guess he got a 25 to life sentence. Now, I don't, I'm not one to ever celebrate people's incarcerations or anything like that. Like, I feel like the only real justice in a situation like that is just like that person not being here no more. Like, fuck that fool, may he rot forever. But I will say that there's an overwhelming general consensus amongst his friends, like his loved ones, his immediate family, and everyone close to him, that they're really happy about this and that the justice was gotten for Pat Stay. So they got closure on the situation.
Isn't that what like a lot of families want, is closure?
Yeah, for sure.
Majority of the families.
100%. And like his family they're good people, they're upstanding citizens. He was taken for no reason. It was just on some random jealousy. You feel me? Bullshit. You feel me? I'm not trying to get too specific about the details, but Pat was a good homie of mine. We used to run amok city to city, state to state, kick up a lot of dust. He was my boy. We was in movies together. We had classic moments together. And he really like affected everybody. He was like the dude in battle rap. I can't think of like a equivalent person, but it was like the person that nobody disliked. He was like the most universally loved. This big ass white boy from Canada, that the only one that touched all the major platforms. It didn't matter. Like all the hood fucked with him super tough. You feel me? Every city, ATL, New York, fucking Houston.
I'm sorry. What's the story behind his passing?
He got it. Basically, he walked into a bar and this dude that didn't like him. You feel me? Like was jealous of him. Like I don't want to
because of his notoriety or
type shit. Was jealous. Yeah, because just because like the girls liked him that he liked because he just was jealous. He was always like obsessed with this fool. I don't even want to speak out of turn and say the wrong thing. So I ain't even going, you feel me? It is what it is. I think like fuck that fool. He a bitch. And you feel me? Like I said, I don't celebrate W's in the justice system or whatever. But you know what? Just give closure to his family and he don't like it. Ha ha ha. Hopefully you feel me? They run a train on bro type shit. Whatever need to happen type shit. You feel me? Like carrots. More carrots than Roger Rabbit for that boy. You feel me? Like yeah.
Peanut butter and carrots.
All that. You feel me? You can have a motherfucking a Caesar salad in that motherfucker. You feel me? All that, bro. You feel? Fuck this fool.
That's wild.
But not like nothing but disrespect. But I just like
nothing but disrespect.
Yeah,
That's a
nothing but disrespect.
Not
but
respectfully,
apparently, like he was a
disrespectfully.
dude. He had already beat multiple cases or was already supposed to be doing like, but Canada be having some random little loopholes in their justice system. And if you got money and shit, like in power, you can supersede little things. Supposedly, he wasn't just like he was a dude that I guess had a little bit of money for whatever reason, this or that. But on some jealousy, on some dumb shit, on some being a hater shit, on some being a bitch, and Pat being a man of the people that he was just out enjoying himself on a night, no security. He's like, where he's from, the town Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, he like is a superstar. He like,
where's that?
It's in like
So
the far east of Canada.
More carrots and peanut butters to him.
Yeah, you feel me? Like to do that to the homie, like, bruh, fuck that. Pat loved the West Coast super much, and he would always ask me about who's the dope West Coast rappers. I'm showing him, you feel me, Draco and Greedo, and you feel me.
When did he pass?
When? In September of 2022. And the dude got convicted like some months back. Like I want to say December of last year.
I gotta look.
And then
into
they
that.
just like, yeah, it was a very controversial trial, and there was a lot that went into it. You feel me? It was a big topic, and like the hip hop community covers it, but I know like by and large most No Jumper fans don't know about this. But long live the sucker free boss. You feel me? Pat motherfucking stay. You feel me? And so shouts to him and his family. And I encourage y'all to, whenever y'all get a chance, look up any of his battles or him rapping. He was fucking super talented and hilarious. Pat Stay. Pat Stay.
Check that out.
Yeah, he was his real name. He was a cold ass white boy. One of the coldest in history.
Oh, he was white?
Yeah, he's a white dude,
And
bro.
they was hating on him?
Oh, well, the dude, yeah.
So
Well,
another white guy killed him.
Yeah, another white guy killed him, actually. Or, yeah, he wasn't black or nothing. You feel me? Like, yeah.
It was white on white.
Yeah, but I would say, like, black, like the black, like, in battle rap, the black community, like, considered Pat, like,
He
one of theirs. You feel me? Like, they love, like, fools love Pat. I can't, as soon as you see him, be like, oh, he's cool. No, he's the type of fool that wouldn't.
Did he get the pass?
I would say,
$1 million question.
He never tried to get the pass.
But did they give him?
But
the pass?
Oh yeah, for
would
sure.
they have tripped on him? Yeah.
For sure.
In your opinion,
for sure.
yeah.
I can't say that, but I'll say this: that this fool went to L.A. and all he wanted to do is like fuck the Hollywood sign. Da, 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 da. He's like, show me Compton. Da, 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 and like had some fans of his that were gang members.
He got
and he
the
loved
pass.
it.
He
They
wanted to
took
go
him
to the
straight.
trenches.
He's posted up in fucking different like
Long live
hoods. He like
Pat?
one day, long live Pat.
Long live Pat.
Yeah, he's a goat. No, he's a goat. Everybody in battle rap love like Pat is a joint, but the world at large need to hear this story. So yeah, shouts to Pat Stay. You feel me? And with that being said, what else? Who else is nobody as important if I'm keeping it 1,000? But what y'all want to do? Oh, speaking of the N word, Mexican OT got backlash for saying he can't say the N word.
Say that shit.
Yeah. OT has been saying
back.
I feel like I can say it, but not because of that, and I'm gonna tell you why. I wish there was some black dudes in here.
Will is right there. And this one right here. Not.
Okay, well, we're gonna use him. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? You know.
What does
And then
it
second
mean
of
by
all,
that?
That's why I was trying to tell you, bro.
I grew up fighting with him. I grew up eating with him. I grew up fucking doing bad shit with him. I grew up loving with him. You know, I got family. And it's not even about family. Even if I wasn't related to nobody out black, I mean, well, shit, it's what the fuck I was surrounded by, you know? Like, I respect people that they feel that way. And that's why I try to shut the fuck up about it.
Right.
But if you're from where I'm from or anywhere, what the fuck are you going to do about it? You know? It's like I don't went to the jungle and earned the lion's head. You know,
I feel like a lot of people that are from Latino descent here in New York feel that same way. The Puerto Ricans, the Dominicans.
I mean, shit, y'all just, I mean, and not even trying to justify, but shit, y'all just got dropped off.
Because if the word is off limits, why did he say it?
That's all it is.
Y'all got dropped off first.
It's so disrespectful.
We from the same boat.
Okay, so
Do you feel like
I mean,
It's not the hard it's the friendly nigga.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not like he's saying in a disrespectful term.
Have you ever had a white person like not say the hard R, but like have a liberal use of the N word?
The white people that I know don't say it just because like they.
I knew a white girl that would say it
But-
like all the time.
But
Did it make you
I know some white
I had
people.
to tell her to chill out.
Okay,
I know some white people that's like really from where they from and really from over there.
You can't
and-
tell them
and
nothing.
You can't. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
Just squabble up, nigga, like type shit, like.
yeah. I know you know for sure in like up north, white boys that have been saying that.
Northays.
Well, yeah, like I get so confused, like how I feel like it just the past, and it's look, I don't give a fuck. I have no horse in this race, but I feel like the pass gets like given and taken from Hispanics like so much. It's like, what's the deal? Like, can fools say it or not?
No, because
But then it turns into which Hispanic was.
No,
went through
because
this
some of them
struggle,
come off
like,
aggressive and they sound kind of like, damn, he say some racist.
It don't sound right when you saying it.
Like
bro.
no.
Like,
Sometimes not even when they say nigga, because they might not even say nigga, but how they talk and what they seem like, they don't seem like they for the cause. And then some like nigga, this gang in them like this. You know what I'm saying? It's the community, but then some people deliver it. They don't
like player ways.
I don't say
you know player ways. When he doesn't say
he's
from the community.
He's from the community.
Yeah,
East Coast.
he's from the community. He's from the community.
Like no, even the ones that's not like from like the culture,
But there's a difference
like,
between player ways.
It's the ones
and,
that's you know. I'm from LA, so like I grew up on the east side, the low bombs, west side, the south central. So it's like that's what I grew up around. Like you know what I'm saying, Hispanics, blacks, like
player ways can say it, but an Edgar can't.
Well, I think that first of all, I think like I know he currently doesn't have that cut, but would it be outlandish to see player ways with the Edgar cut?
Yeah,
he got the player ways cut.
Yeah, but I don't think it would be crazy to see him with the Edgar cut.
Player ways.
I feel like he can.
But no,
I feel like
player ways will say, "I'm not an Edgar. I'm Crit from East Coast."
No, I understand. I'm not calling him an Edgar.
But
I'm
at
not
the
calling
same
him an
time,
Edgar.
I'm still on my Paisa
Yeah,
gang
Rich
shit.
Paisa.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's still not discarding that he's still Hispanic.
He embraces the Mexican shit.
So we have a certified Edgar in the room right now. Shouts to my dog Nathan. Nathan, would you agree that to me the first representation of the Edgar in modern rap music would be Lil Vent, when Lil Vent first came out dissing Peso.
Wait,
in like
what year was this?
Like 2017. I want to say 2018. That was pre-OGZ. No, I guess
He's
same
the
time.
first
But that
version
wasn't
of
like
somebody who wasn't like a Southsider, like that wasn't. But he had his own like, you know what I'm saying?
Do we call OGZ's haircut an Edgar?
Not an Edgar cut, but like
that's not an Edgar.
That's what it turned into.
That's what it turned
evolved
into
that.
It has evolved.
Yeah.
Huh? Do you think so? OGZ, would you say he's the godfather of the?
A lot of Mexicans don't have.
He's not an
hair.
Edgar,
No.
First version of something that's like wasn't real Southsider banged out. Like,
but I feel like the fools so the guy I brought up was a Texas dude that was used to be.
Talking about,
used to beef with Peso.
Yeah, him too. Yeah.
That's the first Edgar to me. I feel like that's the prototype because like bro had that haircut. I hadn't seen that haircut in a long time. You feel me? First of all, second of all, that was also the first time I seen he was like they were very liberal with their N-word use. The Houston Mexicans, they don't give up. They were like been off the porch. So that's why that Mexican OT questioning it or like is kind of weird to me because I thought Houston, that was like.
I mean, you see what Sauce Walker said about it?
He wasn't questioning it. He was just like, he's like, bro, like, my niggas that I hang with, we squabble all the time. That's how we talk. Like, if you tripping, like, do something about it. Like,
yeah.
He was just saying what he said because, like, first of all, you already getting asked the top tier racial question by all females.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? You sit in a room and they just hit you with the super political racial question, like how you feel about the N-word. Like, you know he say that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know this nigga popping that shit. Like, that's what he do. Ganging them, like.
Right. Like, it's obvious that we can all say that Mexican OT clearly has no hateful bone in his body for when it comes to, like, not fucking. Like,
I feel like he's the type of person, if he hates something, he hates something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, and I'm pretty sure, like, he's from Hoover, or, like, he was talking about it. He was talking about it in his music. Yeah, I mean, you ain't nothing good in Hoover that group. He would say that in
him. You might be going to stretch right there.
Bro, he had literally, I don't think he jacked out.
Texas Mexican.
Bro.
I thought he would have been like some Texas
He was fucking with him, and Maxo did hella music. Maxo from Hoover.
I can believe all that.
That
like,
don't mean
but
that
him being from Hoover?
Bro, he used to talk about it in his music. Someone in the chat.
I know you know your 1980
someone in the
facts,
chat.
But this one, I don't know.
No, someone in the chat. Someone in the chat. Someone in the chat. And it's funny because I haven't heard him mention that for a long ass time. But here, man, I'm gonna pull that.
He
shit
probably
up.
like was fucking with Maxo and wanted to be from somewhere, and then you know what I'm saying.
I thought that this full Mexican
was
OT
like
was
almost from there, but he wasn't really all the way from there. But he fucked with everybody from there.
I feel like he was probably just functioning heavy.
That's what it was.
But
okay, there is a whole TikTok that says "Is Mexican OT Hoover?" So
nah, this like some Reddit type shit.
Yeah,
you got to skip.
Mexican
all that
were running out of Houston, claiming 5 Deuce Hoover, and then came to back on Figgins. He did used to say that, bro. I swear to God. It even says it's talking about he went on back on Fig and then didn't say anything about it, because I swear to God, if you listen to his old music, he was talking about Hoover, bro. Like,
I can make a Reddit post right now that says Lush is from East
Main Street.
Lush from Main Street
for sure, from every gang.
And then pull up some pictures with you standing next to him. And then taking pictures and shit, doing your little Lush shit.
Is Lush really mafia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pull up another one from back in the days, like.
Okay, this fool also, he does now, to be fair, Maxo is on the song, but in this song, he says, that Mexican OT says, ain't nothing smoother than a Hoover that groove.
Because he's on the song.
Yeah, he was trying to be relatable.
It's possible.
They was vibing in the studio, popping and talking, using the lingo.
Possible.
He was like, oh, I'm going to say
He was
that.
trying to be relatable.
Yeah.
I do remember him jacking that line earlier. I used to, when he first popped up, not when he first popped up, but yeah, I'll say 2022, 2023. I had a phase where I slapped a lot of his music. I still fuck with his music, but I was slapping, I went like in the rabbit hole, and I remember him talking about Hoover at one point. I know he's from Bay City. I know the whole lore, blah, 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 whatever. But I don't know, I just think it's super arbitrary the way people add and remove and police and dictate slang.
No, it's not that they move and remove. Like I said, some people push a different line. Some people push a line like, we don't say that. Like you know what I'm saying? And some people push a line like, nigga, shit, they ganging them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you from LA, you know what I'm talking about.
Do you feel like also like people will like sometimes keep their mouth shut because they want clout or money, so they'll be around and co-sign certain things that they wouldn't normally, like?
Me, if you seem like you a part of the community, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you can feel the energy, like, like, if it don't sound right, everybody gonna feel like it don't sound right, like, in the room. So, like, you know, if you roll off the tongue, like, you be doing this shit, like, ganging them, like, but if you know what I'm saying, and then some people that talk how they talk, they still won't even just come off how they come off the first couple times they see you, but then it might just slide out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
not even directly talking to you, but talking to their homie.
No, but I'm not gonna lie. Like that for sure. Like, I'll say that about myself, damn near. You feel me? Like, because like my intention is never to be offensive.
Yeah, fact.
You know what I mean? Like,
but why do people take it so offensive?
I mean, there's a lot of like.
No, it's a lot of ways, but if we gonna be real, like, historians and shit, don't say it at all. Like,
yeah,
what the
if
fuck
we're gonna
are
get
calling
political,
each other
yeah.
this for? Then, nigga, why are we even saying this shit?
Exactly.
Like,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I have a.
The ER should be the only one that's like, at this point in the time of fucking ages, like, the ER is just like no go for nobody. Like, I got black
homies that don't say it. I have a black homie that literally didn't use the word for like 20 or something years. He didn't even say it once. And he's like, he not no like square ass fool. Like, he went to like an HBCU. Like, he's super like about his blackness and all that, but he just don't say that word.
It's
probably because of that.
What that be on that same ass, like, but it's like, just because you don't say it, you can't take away from the millions of motherfuckers that say this shit every single day, bro. You can't be that mad ass nigga like, oh, I don't talk like that, so don't like, bro. Then don't go outside, bro. Like, don't do nothing. Have to beat everybody. Beat everybody up there, bro.
Yeah. So, but I'll leave it with this anecdote because, and I've told this story multiple times, but what made me, because when growing up, like I totally thought it was just okay to say that word whenever, even though my parents were super against it, and they'd be like, oh my God, they wouldn't even let me like rap it in songs because they're like from the Martin Luther King civil rights era, and they think it means like something bad. You know what I mean? Like they don't. I'm like, nah, mom, I'm with the homies. You feel me?
You was
like,
on the block. You was cultured as fuck. You was that one rebellious white kid.
1,000%.
Fuck you, mom. On your shit and all type of fucking DMX pictures.
Oh yeah. No, Source magazine.
Yeah,
on the whole wall. And like King magazine and be like girls and all that. You feel me? Like, but
you got the porn in there.
Yeah, type shit. You feel me? But that was like softcore. But yeah, but you know, like, fuck, I forgot what we were talking about. But
yeah, that was crazy.
No, we was on.
You just reminded yourself about.
But back in the days, how his room was, he had a blast.
No. Here, thank you. Now I got it. All right, no. So here's what it was. Back in the days, I thought it was cool to just pop it like that, right? And then one day, when I moved to Oakland, it made it 100 times worse, to be honest with you, because everybody just, even though there's a lot of righteous, like, you know, Black Panther fools.
I feel like Oakland, that was like one community right there.
Yeah, it was like there's a lot of fools that don't fuck with it. But if you, like, everybody has a white boy partner from the trenches in Oakland that say that. And I promise you, like, even if they're like super pro-black, they still got their one white boy partner that say it, right? And I became really close.
Or Asian.
Or no, for sure, multiple Filipinos and Mexican and like all kinds of every race. You can't even differentiate the sound of the voice by race. Like
what I just tell Evil. What the fuck I just tell you? Like, if I was on the phone with somebody from the Bay and I'm talking to them, I wouldn't be able to tell what race they were.
Male or female, damn near. Male, like damn near white girls will be like, hey, what's up, bud? Hey, like what's that name, bud? You feel me? Like they all sound like Jalise. You feel me? Like you repeat, like not in a bad way, but like that's like so. Like in LA, even the most, like 9 times out of 10, even if you're like a Crip that's Mexican or a Blood that's Mexican type shit, when I hear your voice, I can still decipher. Tell you Hispanic somewhere in there. You feel me? Like in the Bay,
but you're saying like way. Up north is kind of hard to decipher. Like
100%. Sure. And damn near the Asians sound more black than black people do. Like
I might put a little extra on.
Yeah, for sure.
To seem more hip.
Like no one says the N-word more than Southeast Asians from California. Like 100% cornered the market. If you want, if black people are mad and want to take up funk, you feel me, with anyone saying the N-word,
they others, bro.
That's who you. That's who your beef is with for real.
The others, man.
So anyway,
shout out my others.
Exactly. So one time I'm in and I had a trenched out white boy partner, my boy J. Joe, from South Berkeley, and we was outside and we both ignorant white boys who don't know that we're white. You feel me? Like, yeah, and like we're just like outside. We're like probably 20 years old and like blah 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 blood, N-word, blah blah blah, all this. We're just talking regular. And then I seen like this older black people looking at us crazy. You feel me? Not like they was gonna do nothing or anything.
They was gonna do something.
No, they was like, talking about? Yeah, they were like hurt. Like it was like it like brought back.
No,
like,
they was probably thinking like, damn, man, this is what Martin Luther King talked about.
No, they were like, hell no.
This is not shit like this,
is
bro.
Not. This is a bastard.
Right.
See, that's what the dream was.
We all one, man.
That's always how I felt.
For everybody to have the pass.
Yeah, everybody get the pass.
And that's why. And people are always like, "Oh, do your parents trip on you? Do you like code switch on your parents?" I'm like, "Nah, like they made me this way. They can't be mad because they really like so these people did this to these people. Oh, and these people were super fucked over. And then like we're like, nah, that's not cool. We rocking with them. Oh, and then they wind up like being the best in sports and making all the music you like. Oh, for real? I'm with them. Fuck y'all. You feel me? Pretty simple. You know what I'm saying? Like they can never be mad at me because they instilled that love in my soul from her early day. So anyone that's like, oh, like luscious parents, but no, I'd be like, what's happening, mom? You feel me? Like, like exactly, like yeah. And I've been different. Like I could be like, as you say, more aggressive with it when I want. I could tone it down. Like, but yeah, like there's, what? All right.
Fuck, you move my shit.
Yeah.
All right. Nah, he still move my shit.
Why'd he move?
Yeah, exactly. Well, this fool's got a whole little operation. They got a chop shop.
Like, fuck, nigga.
Your catalytic converter gonna be gone.
Yeah, exactly. There's just gonna be a Frankenstein vehicle when you get it back. You're gonna have Audi interior.
Quick little engine swap.
Yeah. Quick little mod, right? Fast type shit. All right. Oh yeah. Did y'all hear? I guess we can't listen to it for real, but did y'all hear Cardi's new song? And she's like getting out. Okay, like what I want to know is, I'm interested in, like, Jalise, are you a Cardi fan?
Every female of this era.
Yeah, no, my girl.
I'm gonna be honest with you, no.
Okay,
you had your wave.
I did.
I love Cardi.
I'm
personally.
a Nicki Minaj fan.
Oh yeah, Nicki fan is automatic.
Oh, you're a bar.
So it's like
they had to pick and choose at that time.
It's not even that.
I'm rocking with Cardi in that beef for me.
No, why would you rock with Cardi over Nicki? Is crazy.
Because, fool, what you mean, dog? I can tell you some reasons, but no, Nicki all-time GOAT. You feel me? Like all-time GOAT, higher on the list. But Cardi been that bitch for like damn near a decade. Since Bodak Yellow, it's been in the Cardi era.
But she can't compare to Nicki Minaj.
I mean, right now,
I think Cardi has her like own lane, but I just don't feel like her and Nicki Minaj should be even in the same like conversation or anything.
I mean,
like
but
that.
when you talk about female, when you talk about
she
female,
has one album.
You know,
when you talk about female rappers, you only can name like.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
but
saying?
You can make a top 50 list of female rappers.
Yes,
for
you
sure.
Yeah, but
gonna be. You gonna name
but how can Cardi
50
be
bitches, nigga? All 50 of them, nigga. What you talking about?
Okay,
nigga?
top 10 though. We can't really. I don't feel like Cardi B would be considered top 10.
If she's not top 10, she's flirting. She's
in there because like just by default. But
no, not default.
Look.
I feel like Glorilla raps better than her. I feel like Lotto raps better than her.
There's
I
a
feel
lot
like
of people that you can say rap better, but her success.
Yeah, now.
That's because she had a
no. Real talk,
storyline.
Glorilla and Lotto have crept onto that top 50, top 30 of all time.
I feel like they
list.
can be.
Glorilla might
take
might
top
have.
10
But
for sure.
okay, but Glorilla objectively is not higher than Cardi B on that list.
I feel like she
I feel like
she
she got a
should
lot
be.
of
She might
records
be.
that did a lot of numbers that she might be slip on.
But it don't matter because there's still to get to you don't arrive at
status wise.
Yeah, exactly. You don't arrive at Glorilla without Cardi B, and Cardi still.
Cardi's status, she has her crazy status.
Now, who would I bet on to have a more successful record right now? Glorilla for sure. Not even close. She's like.
But you have to remember, Cardi B is what, Dominican and Trinidad.
She's Dominican,
so she's gonna have that support. Her status. Exactly, it's a different demographic, geographic as well. So it's like we can't.
She's low-key the baddest to me right now. I'm not gonna lie. Like
who?
Cardi.
Cardi B is
and
the
that's
baddest?
that's what I said to my girl yesterday because my girl's a big Cardi fan and I was like, yeah, and she's like, and she's still badder than all these. I was like, yeah, she low-key is. I was like, Lotto low-key on her neck though. And then, but I'll say this.
On her neck,
yeah, but okay, so
Lotto is way better than Cardi.
Lotto is better,
but
but Cardi's more like, so as a 43-year-old man, like Cardi's like more of a woman. She's
more
of a woman.
Is a woman too.
She is a woman too. She's like she's still.
They
I
both
feel like
are the same person, bro. Different eras. Like not the same person that said like
nah,
a little age gap.
Fuck no.
Yes, bro.
Lotto is so much more square than her.
No, bro, do you not listen to mulatto music, bro?
Yeah, of course, but like,
you ain't finna say no shit like
compared
that,
compared
it's
to Cardi,
all pussy popping bad bitch pie.
Yeah,
shit,
but Cardi
like,
was drugging tricks. You feel me? Like
we're not
really
talking about
like,
her lifestyle and what she did in
her
real life. That's talking about her music and what they preach about.
Music is pretty similar lane. Yeah,
that's the only thing I'm talking about.
Pretty similar lane. I'll give you that.
The
for
music
sure.
and then the bad bitch.
Yeah, it's the bad bitch era.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But hey, I'll say this: Cardi looked better now than she did like some years ago.
No, I
think
before she started tampering with her face, she
I
looked a lot better.
I like the tampering.
I don't like the tampering.
I'm here for the tampering.
I think the tampering
I'm
was
not
a bit
saying
extreme.
Cardi's not a bad bitch. She's not cute, but like the baddest right now, right?
I'm not mad at like Germ for having that take.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Lotto is bad. I'm a be honest.
Yeah, I'm not, and of course, like that's
taking nothing away from Cardi.
No, that's a general consensus.
You
like
just have
obviously,
to go somebody more in the same age and the same.
No, that was the first thing I said to Germ though was about Lotto. I was like, Lotto is on if Cardi the baddest, Lotto's on her neck, and that was the polite way of saying Lotto's more attractive than her. But you feel me? Like
that was my polite way of saying. Let's just be honest. Like
no, it is honest, but her retort was really good and actually made me second guess myself because she said Cardi's more of a woman, like Lotto's still finding herself, and like as a woman I can see what
you can't say. She dissing her ex nigga. That's not you can't say these things confidently. Like what the fuck? Nah, Cardi. A woman is in the house with their kids, not on no fucking.
Cardi looked like she'd be more fun in bed. I ain't gonna lie. You feel me?
Like, I mean, just like yo thinking and your little nasty fantasy thoughts you got going on.
Yeah. Okay, obviously, like I'm not saying like, oh, this has to happen. I'm just saying like, you feel me?
You like Cardi more.
Just say you like Cardi B.
Yeah, that's all you gotta say. Okay. It's cool, bro. It's more of your ball field, like you know.
But then, bro, it's close. Low key, if I'm being fully honest, I'm sorry, Jerem, I like Lotto more. But Cardi is.
That's right. Be the one to admit to it, man.
Yeah. I do think but Cardi is goonable as fuck, like, and she up there. But like Jerem said, she was like, "This is gonna be the summer anthem. This is gonna be the hit." That remains to be seen.
I heard a snippet of it. I didn't like it.
I liked it. I thought it was like her strongest record in a while.
It's the song for all the bitches to say, fuck my ex, nigga, I'm outside.
But wasn't FNF? That was like.
But I mean, Glorilla.
It's a new one every week.
No, that's a winning formula.
That's the direction of like.
Fuck my baby daddy, sexy red. Yeah.
But it's like a basic formula. Like, it's not even.
They took the Trina route, but turned it into some whole other shit.
Yeah.
Like Trina was fly prostituting on the beat. Like, you know what I'm saying? like they turned it into like some other shit. But it's cool. Some of them cool. Some of them just not, it's not that cool.
Do y'all remember the My Neck, My Back song? You feel me? Like, yeah. That's more, they what, like all these bitches are more like her, Kaya.
No, see, Trina and Lil Kim's, they owned up to being a hoe in the
industry.
For sure.
Exactly, for sure. These bitches, they want to be bad bitches on the ground, but then they want to do
act
shit
like
off
they don't
camera
do high-end escorting.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, they kind of like trying to be the ones that shy about it, but like, the Trinas were the Trinas and they was the Days. Cause they owned up to it.
Well, yeah, Trina, like I don't know, I thought it was super crazy back in the day. She did this song.
That's why Sexy Red came out so strong.
Trina
too,
made us.
She's like she
was on the same
real
shit
with herself.
She was, and she low key was on this, like, cause Trina literally has a song talking about all the different rappers she has / wants to fuck. It was talking about how they got big dicks and all. It was like a whole song. It was on the radio. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like Trina was, she was like owning that whole shit.
Yeah.
Original 304.
But these bitches want to rap like nasty bitches and like they just be doing all this crazy shit and freaky ass. You
know? And that's kind of what I meant. I feel like just my 2 cents, and this is like based on nothing but human assessment and intuitive like skills. Lotto to me look like she just be popping that shit, and I don't really think.
Bro.
But I don't think.
Too. She ain't just cute.
She's fire. No, I'm like huge. She's fire.
She was like, she got bars and metaphors and shit. Like,
I remember her on that show. I remember. Thank you. I remember knowing like, oh, this little girl's finna win. Like right away, I knew like. She was like super talented and like it was obvious she was going to win.
Yeah,
it was raw. And then I remember when she dropped the mulatto and it just became Lotto, and like, oh, then she started to get sexier in her music, and it was like a little bit less because she's more like kid friendly at first, and like I've seen her whole like genesis. But with that being said, like yeah, I know she rapped good. I still just felt like Cardi seemed like she more gritty. Cardi really just has the Bronx on her, and to me that I don't know, that appeals to me.
Oh yeah, she from the
culture. She really from the culture, like the underbellies of that shit. Like Lotto's like, you know, suburban girl from Columbus moved to Atlanta to make it and entertain. Yeah.
I mean, I just don't
snatch that chain.
I don't know.
Give me back that chain. The first guy to get mad that he found out his girl was rich.
They look good though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I'll be new.
I wouldn't want a bitch to be like super gangster and shit.
No, hey, if I found out that my girl was rich, it would be the best day of my life.
We chilling and shit.
Are you fucking serious? That'll be literally the best day of my life.
That's the duck off. Now you got the duck off, like, you know, then you leave from the hood and you go duck off, like, pop back out.
So we did kind of already cover this topic, but just to kind of like give a little more context, what Jim Jones said and what kind of led, because there was like a meme going around comparing Jimmy and Nas, and Jim Jones went on a rant as the official oldest YN should. He said,
he is the official oldest YN.
He is. He got it on lock. He said, my son can't tell you one Nas record. Let's keep it a buck. I got a hell of a catalog.
He did a bad job as a musician and a father. You're supposed to give him the history of all these artists.
Like
Nas, whether you like them or not, like you're supposed to give them the game.
Yeah, and also like the thing is, like it's just putting you onto more shit that's dope. Like, you know, like I'm not trying to teach you history so you could like study more in class.
You don't have to even like it.
Yeah, like you think this is fire? You might could fuck with this too. This is like this where this came from. To me, I always thought that was fly. Like learning about it, like,
or maybe he never thought that shit was dope.
Yeah, I believe that he did it. Like, Cameron and Nas actually had diss tracks about each other in the early 2000s.
Oh yeah,
like,
so he probably still on some fucking shit.
Yeah, like there might be some lingering animosity, whatever.
Some static for sure. Yeah.
But,
no, because they was like Nas was lyrical rapping, but he had a little finesse to it. They was like swag lyrical rapping.
100%. But like the thing is, like Nas was a lyrical rapper from the lyrical era. So, but like people,
but he had sauce though.
He had sauce. This fool was making club bangers.
You know
like the hood was fucking with Nas. Not the whole type of pendants. But before the type of pendant that you have on became popular, the shit that was popular for years,
Jesus
like the logo, the ones right past the Jesus pieces, the logo with the QB pendant, and then it was the template for every single pendant for like 2 decades in hip hop. Like Nas was fly. Nas was the first in Carl Kanai. Nas was with the fashion shit. Not like to act like Nas is just like this coffee house lyrical rapper is a disservice, and that's what Jim Jones is trying to do. Like your son probably
he just preached the message that he preached.
Yeah, he was like
woke.
he happened exactly, but to act like he didn't have that
he
other
was
side.
woke. I feel like I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have Jim Jones in my playlist right now. I have Nas.
Guess what? Maybe I'm just old and out of touch.
I don't know.
I agree. Same.
But how can you say old and out of touch if Jim Jones and Nas are like up there?
Older than both of us? Yeah,
like,
combined.
I mean, let's be real right now.
But here's the thing, like not like Nas, like Jim Jones is a more relevant artist right now, and there are more young.
Didn't he just perform at the BET Awards?
Yeah, like that's kind of
because he had I'm Still Fly, No Lie, Ballin'. That's why.
Yeah,
he's gonna be in the loop.
Nas can get in any loop he want to be.
Yeah, Nas is Nas though.
He is the loop. Nas is the loop.
Nas is the loop.
If he dropped right now, he's you know what I'm saying? Like he's the loop.
Jim is still, and I hate to say this because I'm the biggest Dipset Jim Jones fan ever. But Jim, you were the one that got fucking edited out of that photo that Jay-Z and all those guys were in, bro. Remember, like you got edited out of the photo when it got posted.
Nah, Jim, he was for YN, man.
I love Jim.
He didn't want them to post his face because he did some shit that night. You know?
Yeah, he was furious.
Yeah,
he was furious.
Let me find out.
No, exactly. But I'm saying that for a reason, though. Like I'm saying that because Nas is in that photograph, bro. You're not gonna get him out that photograph, no matter what's popping outside the room, no matter who Ice Spice has texted more recently. It don't fucking matter. You feel me?
Bro, fuck about
like,
picture.
I'm just saying, but like whatever.
Ice
like
Spice.
I'm just saying. Okay, you're more relevant in the 2025 context. That's what I'm saying. Like you might be more.
I get it.
Like you're really not more important than Nas, and like you said, if Nas wanted to,
Nas is the loop, bro. He just went one like fucking. He gave a shout out to Draco, man. Shout out Nas.
Exactly. He said, like Draco the Ruler. We know that shows how fucking hip Nas is to this day.
Tape too.
You feel me? Like, yeah, dog. Come on, bro. Like Nas is fucking listening. Nas is forever when you talk about the culture, shit. That you could have Nas's picture be the logo.
Like I said, he's the loop. If you want to drop right now, he can be number one. Like,
and he really been more concerned with his business moves. He owned, you feel me, Mass Appeal and all this other business behind this. He's influencing shit.
Like, he don't have to go to the media. He don't got to rap. He don't got to go take no picture out nowhere. He ain't got to go do shit.
Like, and here's the thing about Nas. Like, Jim Jones is still posted up in the projects. You feel me? Like, doing what? Which is cool. It's cool.
I fuck with both sides.
Yes, I do too.
What he need to do really from the trenches.
Exactly. I respect it. But at the same time, Nas is like, hey, I'm going to let you young whippersnappers do what y'all do. It's y'all jits time to shine. I'm going to still own the fucking establishment to promote y'all and and be putting money into different people and doing shit like that. But no one ever going to even be privy to it.
Why are we even comparing them, though?
Because they got compared. You feel me?
Did Nas say anything about Jim Jones?
No.
That's
how much
Joe and all them was sitting there and there was politicking about some rap shit.
Yeah,
and it just went that way.
Because Nas is always because Nas is always gonna be higher on every single list, bro. But let's hear Jim's rant.
Let's break this down. I admire Nas.
She got real rap political.
Let's break this down. I admired Nas, but remember Nas' first record, The Barbecue, came out when I was in 11th grade. Yes. So Nas was my idol when I was young. Like you did, came to dressing, the wordplay, the music, everything. I was a superior Nas fan.
Okay.
Period. I'd never take that away from him. But then as I got in the game, you got to realize that your rivals would be idols, and not to take anything away from that. I developed my own style and my own lane that these kids start to gravitate towards the same way I gravitated towards Nas when I was younger and things like that. It's a whole different generation. We talking about 94, 93. I was in 11th grade. Nigga, it's 2025. There's a big gap there, you know what I mean? And I want people to understand that. So when Shorty's telling people that, yeah, he's 20-some years old, that goes to show the part of the era that he's in that I came into life.
We love that he loved.
And started going crazy that these kids love me. They don't really know who Nas is. If he's 22, he's born in 03.
Not all of them. Some of them know. But
you know what I mean?
A lot of them don't.
Yes.
But it's the era.
Some music.
No,
there's some kids that.
No, I love that.
There's some kids that love hip hop.
20, so I mean,
but your kid,
he's flexing on Joe and Jada hard.
He's your
right
son.
now. Like all you
he's
guys.
Your son.
No, but he knows.
My sons can't tell you one Nas record. You heard?
No,
like,
they're
let's
not
not
cool no more.
let's keep it a buck here.
Yeah, but
like, let's keep it a buck. You heard? Let's keep it a buck because you'll bring it up.
But I'm saying
There must be some type of misconception or what's that word when it comes to Jim Jones and what Jim Jones have done in this game. A lot of these rappers,
we made them take the darkies off.
A lot of these rappers have done a tremendous job, and I take nothing away from them. But they forget I got a hell of a catalog. Me, Jim
I'm gonna
Jones,
read your
myself,
super chat soon,
Gold
bro.
Records, and started going platinum records, gold albums, platinum albums. No, me, Jim Jones. No diplomats, no nobody else. Me, Jim Jones. Check my track record. Then check everybody else's track record. Then go to the billboards and check all my entries. Then check all them niggas' entries and shit like that. And I'm not taking nothing away from nobody. But I hear the comparisons and the niggas be trying to act funny when it comes. No, I've been spanking a lot of this shit. I'm talking about the industry. I've been putting on. So let's not get into that where we get into numbers and I got to show you the statistics of what I've done. You heard to what other people was done. You heard them. You want to go to the billboard entries, pull up Nas billboard entries, then pull up my billboard entries.
Listen, we can't compare the two. What I'm trying to tell you.
I want to go down I want to go down the line now because I want to go down the line. He's a rapper and I'm a rapper.
Listen,
no. Let's go statistically.
It feels great.
No, but I want to go statistically because when people be like,
I feel the same way. We all feel the same way.
And forget about the numbers. You heard? Platinum. My numbers back up.
Nas has more monthly listeners for sure, right?
Nas got 9.2 million.
You know it's not even like
and Jim Jones got 860.
Bro, come on, bro. This is a retarded conversation.
But look, you hear Fat Joe and what's it called? And they like
quiet.
They like, bro, we all feel like that. Like we all think we hot. Like you know what I'm saying?
But
like,
in reality,
reality has to hit you sometimes. Like,
you just gotta accept the reality.
About them.
He is is talking about them for sure.
Because they're all in the same,
And those dudes idolize Nas, by the way. You feel me? They've openly said on like Nas is the GOAT.
Fat Joe let him talk though, but he was like,
he was being trying to cut him. He was like, man, I fuck with all y'all and all the shit y'all be doing and shit.
But we not gonna do that.
Look,
like it's not comparable, bruh.
If Nas, Jada, Jim Jones, and Fat Joe all drop today, the first album I'm listening to is Jadakiss.
For sure, Jadakiss.
For sure, the number one. Then probably not Jim Jones. Just because I'm going Jim Jones. Just because
they music different.
I'm gonna say Jim Jones just because he's been so outside. I want to hear what he's talking about. But Nas over Fat Joe. I do not need to hear a new Fat Joe song.
He might have a new little.
Have fun with that.
I feel like with Jim Jones, it's not gonna be a mystery of what he's about to drop.
Yeah.
With everybody else, it's like who knows?
Like you know how Jim's coming right now.
Because I heard a couple of his songs and have seen his videos.
Some fashion fly popping young nigga shit. Like
Like so that might draw me to actually listen. But Jada, for some reason, like
Jada gonna spit. I know he gonna spit.
Fools were looking at me crazy in here. I got into like an argument with someone. I was Brandon ass. I was arguing with.
No, he's a real rapping ass nigga.
Because I said I like Jada more than DMX. My bad. I love DMX. He's one of the GOATs.
Nah, that's a different topic.
I just said I liked him better.
Like, man, he brought a different energy to the song.
That's like I don't think there's anything wrong. But I don't think it's a crazy thing to say.
He wasn't even
to
trying
prefer.
to be super lyrical.
But DMX was lyrical.
He was lyrical to an extent, but the energy that he brought was like.
Jalise, were you there that day where I said that? I feel like you might have been there.
But Jadakiss is a rapping ass nigga, bro. He be rapping. So
it's not a crazy take.
No, I get what you're saying.
At all. A lot of people
like lyrical rappers.
Yeah,
and shit,
like Jadakiss is a punchline. To me, Jadakiss is the best 16 of all time. Like just one verse, you feel me? If you could have just one feat, he might not have made the best songs, might not have made the best albums.
Because like
just a verse.
He be gassing, but like
he's the most consistent.
Dig into his catalog.
Yeah, he has a great catalog and all that, but like
if you play his catalog next to
he might have
the best 16.
No, but that's literally my whole point. Like he's not gonna make the best album. He's not going to even make the best song.
Yeah.
You feel me? But he gonna have if you want a feature, that's gonna be a guaranteed. Like
you might be cooking.
Yeah, every single verse that Jada get on, it could be any rapper from any era. I feel like you could get Jada on a song, he'll gas that motherfucker. You feel me? Like
sure.
Right now, anyone from Sac or Stockton, Jada could rap with them and would go crazy. Anyone in the South, you could put Jada. He's still at his ripe old age.
There's still a lot of debatable 16s though, so you know.
There's debatable. He's one of the most reliable 16s in history.
You got a good 16.
Even though it's no longer a 16, it's a 12 now. But he's still. But yeah, I don't know. I think I guess we could watch the last thing of what this fool said.
Up to the forefront. Us in the music of hip hop culture have a problem. Is a thing, and there's nothing. The world goes off numbers, but in hip hop, we don't pay enough homage to those before us the correct way. And sometimes it's even myself. So it gets no other genre of music fucking, I don't even know who to use.
Nice about it.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, hip hop is like basketball.
Jelly Roll's never gonna say that about
hip hop is like basketball. John Morant get on a call with LeBron, he's going to kill LeBron. So this is what this is
any
about.
Song, any of that shit is murder.
This is what this is about. There's nothing that could. There's never is me. Putting me up against anybody, I'm taking me every time. Every time.
You supposed to.
Every category I get busy.
It started off saying you grew up watching Nas. The only problem, the only situation I'm saying now to you, right? There is no situation.
I always tell people
kids should worship you.
You fucking started.
No, I'm not doing this. I did not know it was going there.
Because you're really friends with him.
He gonna be mad at you.
Not me. I don't know.
He gonna be mad at you.
I understand that.
No, no, he's a
but
beautiful
he gonna be
guy.
mad at you.
Well, I'm not
bring
mad
my
at
name
me.
up in that conversation, bro. Like, come on, bro.
That's why you're mad.
What he
Your
does
name's
all the
not in
time,
that
son. He
conversation.
saw on the internet
You're not
that
gonna
he
mention
didn't
me
have to
next to
ask
nobody. I'm not gonna talk
you.
my
You didn't have
shit.
to do that.
I'm a pop mines every
Your
time.
fault.
You heard?
Can we go?
I just
Can we
told
go?
the people you're not doing none of that. And what did he do? He
Good
went over
audio.
there and
You
did
heard?
Listen.
Niggas don't even know about the audio.
Can we
you heard?
talk? Can
You
we
heard?
talk? Can we talk about?
Classics.
All right.
Oh, got them
I love this interview.
That the
although
the songs he made to somebody else.
Let me
In
say,
every category,
Jim,
I get
well,
busy.
he started off.
He wrote some rap.
Yeah, like okay, having songs that are classics to some people, you're just not in the same category as Nas.
So it's
that's it.
Regionally a classic.
Sure, but I'm saying like there's different echelons, and Nas's is like high as you can get as far as calibers.
But then look. I would say Draco is one of the best California artists of all time.
Undebatably.
And people will say he doesn't have a classic album. But he has classic
albums. Disagree.
No.
Disagree.
This is
But with that being said, like, yes, I understand that. And it's hard for me to be objective about my favorite rapper. You feel me? Like,
this was the homie. This was his brother. Like,
No. No, but of course, you guys, it's even more, it's even more precarious for sure. I'm saying even for me in hip hop conversations, I have to acknowledge, like, yeah, like on like the all time greatness level, yeah, there's different conversations. What's going on, fool? I put a bunch of carrots in there.
Yeah,
whoa.
No, like that's it's a different conversation. You know what I mean? Like,
is it not the same conversation? Because some people will say he's not up there with Snoop Dogg. I say he passed him. He had more influence.
I'd say okay. Who's had more? Draco.
Draco had more influence than Snoop Dogg, and nobody rapping like Snoop Dogg right now.
I don't feel like Draco the Ruler and Snoop Dogg should be even compared though. I feel like Draco the Ruler created his own lane. Like he was able to influence not just LA, but the whole Northern California, like that whisper, like that rap. That I call it whisper rap. Yeah, like come on now, like I'm gonna be honest with you.
Argument that Jim Jones had.
It's like
but guess what?
That's valid.
But guess what though?
But comparing
who rapping with Jim Jones's style became iconic.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Draco the Ruler.
Who rapping like Jim Jones? Using Jim Jones' style was iconic.
I only know one Jim Jones song.
Okay, that's another conversation.
I only know one.
Yeah.
And I love hip hop. You can't Draco the Ruler. I know a million.
So let's say like
you
literally
comparing Draco the Ruler and Snoop Dogg, and then comparing Nas and Jim Jones is just like that.
Draco needs credit for fucking GNX.
Yes,
Draco needs credit for GNX. Yes. Bro. Draco gets credit for GNX. Period, bro. He gets credit for that.
The GNX, and it doesn't even matter. Anybody that is gonna be influenced by just the West Coast music culture, they're gonna have to listen to Draco the Ruler.
But look,
they're gonna have to. Who's gonna make you mad?
That conversation.
That's gonna make me mad.
That's kind of what Jim Jones
the Ruler
was saying, though.
That's what I'm really getting at.
That's just the point y'all making.
Yes,
he was like, yeah, Nas, yeah, I fuck with him as a kid. I was in the 11th grade.
Like,
that was my nigga, whoopty whoop. I did. That's what. But he was saying like, I got. Like, I mean, I'm still going. I got kids.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. I don't think that fucking. I don't think that Jimmy's influence is comparable to what we're to Draco.
To Draco, I agree. I agree.
It's not. But no,
we're not
it's
saying
not
that.
though.
But not that.
We're comparing the situations, though.
That's the conversation.
Yeah, we're comparing the conversation.
I just said that to give it something to compare.
No, I understand, and you're right.
Trust me, I
have this argument. You think this is the first time this is brought up? You know how many times that argument? I'm prepared for that when people use that against him.
And you can't necessarily kind of say it's not comparable too, because like they changed not just rapping, bro.
Yes,
how niggas dress, how niggas Dipset,
yes. So okay. So if you're,
we might even got some like sauce from like you know what I'm saying.
No, for sure.
What you can't really like
for sure. But
he's saying what he's saying.
But we're not gonna give Jim credit for the whole Dipset.
I'm giving
shit.
The whole Dipset.
Yeah, that's the whole
they all
Dipset.
Took their part.
That's the whole Dipset. That's a lot of just, you feel me? They're like Wu-Tang, Sting Team, like all these different fools, or ASAP Mob, whatever, like these highly
they
influential
all had
things.
Like,
motherfuckers came together and formed like super groups. They were all branches of the same tree and had their own realm, you feel me? Which is fire and what made them sick. But I honestly, fuck it, bro. I'm a huge Dipset fan. I've been in rooms with Jim. I fuck with Jim. I interviewed Jim. Jim is not even top 5 Dipset to me, bro. You feel me? No, it's not crazy, dog. No, it's not, bro.
I only know 3 niggas.
You're not real. You're not super Dipset fans. What are you talking about?
The other ones
this is my personal list, bro.
But I'm saying like I only
This is my personal list, bro.
That's the big
This is
three.
my personal list. I got J.R. Ryder above him. I have Hell Rel above him. I have if we're starting if we where do you draw the line between Dipset? Because at one point, if you're counting Max B and Stack Bundles as part of that umbrella, then they're for sure above him.
But look, but
you
then,
feel me?
then
Like,
the argument would be, what did they do?
A Mafia, I
What
prefer his
numbers
verses.
did they put up?
I prefer exactly, but
That's
no,
where
I'm
the
just saying,
argument is.
The numbers. What
No,
did they
but
bring to the table?
that's where it's gonna get.
all
you know
those
it's gonna
dudes
get come down to statistics. That's what Jadakiss said.
Exactly.
When it comes down this game, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can feel how you
so
feel.
I know that I'm exactly. So I know that I'm being eccentric and having like a peculiar personal sensibility that makes me like one of the more obscure rappers from the group more than Jim Jones, who was one of the superstars for sure. But could we be honest then and say that he was the bronze medalist in that crew, had the very best? And tell me I'm fucking lying, bro.
They were all gold medals in their own way.
Oh, come on, Evil Dog. Come on,
Max
Evil.
B was Dipset?
Yes.
Yeah. Max B,
but we don't count it because
we saying top five. Like,
so if Max B is...
I mean, that would be before, like, what the
Max
fuck,
B,
nigga?
But Max B gets included in Dipset like Rembo would Stink Team. That's like a former affiliate.
Max B.
Max B was the wave.
But exactly. So Max B is for sure above Jim Jones, without a doubt. But let's not even use the wild, not fair Joker card of having Max in the combo. Let's just stick to the quote unquote big three. Jewel's Cam. Cam is obviously the gold medalist in Dipset. Jewels was that boy. Like, it's not even a combo, bro. He had all the hits.
Was that, but he
but Jim had one hit from that era, bro.
So who's the Dipset top five?
The dip to me, like, who's the definitive or my personal? Because that's two different lists.
The definitive.
And are we including former affiliates?
Include all of them.
Including all of them?
Because you said Jim Jones is in top five.
I said he's not in my top five.
So
he's not in my Dipset. But
so what's your top five?
But I think damn near you could almost say objectively, if you're including Stack Bundles and Max B and people like that,
he's still in that top five.
He's like the tail end of it for sure. But me personally,
all right. At least you can say that, I give you that.
He's definitely,
you personally,
he's definitely not above Max, Jimmy, or Max, Cam, or Jewels, bro. Even though Jewels fell off super hard, and like I know he's still fired, but he like when I say he fell off, like there was a period of time in 2006, 2007. Anyone that was outside will agree. Jewels Santana was arguably the best rapper, if not like in the top five. Like
I used to be watching all his freestyles.
We were like debating like Eminem, Lil Wayne, Jewels Santana type shit. Like Jewels and Lil Wayne had a mixtape. They brought that
swagger rap to the
okay, but
and he was rapping, bro.
Yeah, they was like, rapping, but it was like it had sauce to, especially Cam.
I'll jam, move, and slump you, leave your body in Ranch Cucamonga with ants moving under. That fool was saying crazy battle rap bars. You feel me? Like they had crazy, and Jewels was one of the hardest.
I just want to say something really quick. Okay, so you know how we like kind of did the comparison with like Jim Jones and Nas, and then Draco, and then Snoop Dogg. I just want to clarify something so nothing is misconstrued. I love Snoop Dogg, and he was very influential. Okay,
for sure.
Him, NWA, Dr. J, Ice Cube, all of them. You know, but what I was trying to say was, you know, if we're talking about like in comparison to that topic in regards to Jim Jones and Nas, it's not really the same because Jim Jones, I didn't listen to him. You know what I'm saying? Like. So it's like with Draco, I have like a lot of his songs in my playlist. Like I listen to him till this day. Jim Jones is not in my playlist. Nas is in my playlist. Snoop Dogg is in my playlist. Do you get what I'm saying? But Snoop Dogg and Draco shouldn't be compared because I feel like they created their own
and also the
legacy
is still growing. Like more and more people still finding out they're hearing these songs for the first time because he never had that mainstream push. And now you got white girls going to Italy, fucking performing Flu Flamin'. You feel me? And like, bro, this
my
is probably
favorite is some shit on me, but
you know what I'm saying though. You're gonna see more and more of that. And I predict that you're gonna see like a Mac Dre type of legacy where people 20, 30 years from now are still like
they still have
talking
it.
about it right now.
Yeah.
Every time I say that shit, like it's a lot of artists they don't be still talking.
No. And it's like, look, to be fair, like Snoop's impact kind of Snoop created a prototype that damn near lasted until, I won't say lasted until Draco, but I'll say started to change when the jerking shit came along.
Was the last
yes.
part of the like
the evolution,
the LA sound, and he evolved it.
Yes,
you get what I'm saying.
Yes,
that was like the last sound of like that, like
because you can't say that Kendrick is like that because Kendrick's different, right?
And then G Perico.
Yes, and I feel
he brought back that like that old swag.
Yeah.
No, but that's like new current now.
No, when G Perico first came out, he sounded like
G
DJ
Perico was
Quick
pushing
for sure.
it when like not too many niggas was pushing that line.
They
was on some ratchet shit, like trying to party music and shit. He was still rapping like.
I see that that all blue tape when G Perico came out with that. It sounded like G Funk. It was like not throwback, but it was like modernized, old school. And I'll say even like in a way, Dom Kennedy was doing that, but he was laid back.
Yeah,
but I was gonna say, he wasn't talking no gangster
drink
shit.
Some liquor in clubs,
like college music.
Cool shit.
Yeah, he's the basically the twin. He's like the LA Larry June.
Yeah,
you feel me? Type shit.
Type shit.
But I don't know. I just feel like people really understate Jewel's influence, and I think because like looking back, some of his catalog might not have aged the best. Like, but during like that early era, Jewel's is a way bigger star than Jim. Now that shifted a little bit when We Fly High, aka Ballin', came out. That kind of like, and that became a bigger record. Ballin's probably a bigger record than anyone from Dipset ever had. Would you say? Probably.
Cam might got a little.
Cam might I don't know like what the stats are. I feel like.
What did he have to make it? Me too.
No, he got no for sure. He got that Hey Ma. He got Oh Boy. He got you know what I'm saying like Horse and Carriage. He got some like 90s songs that were super. But I don't think that Cam has a
Ballin' was big.
Ballin' was that might be the biggest like Dipset affiliated record. But like fools forget because of Jewel's, Lil Wayne was claiming Dipset for a while and was pushing Dip South. I'm Dipset, like he was.
They made some good links for sure.
Yeah.
No, the influence went. That's why I say go further than just music.
I just think that like I totally agree with what Jada and them were saying, and I feel like there's always gonna be like a older rapper that has a moment and it becomes more relevant with the youth, and that's gonna change a lot. Because I'll be honest with you, a few years ago that was Jadakiss once they did that. The verses with Dipset and everybody, all of a sudden, I feel like there's a lot of young people fucking with Jadakiss. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like E40's capable of dropping a song and young people might fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, cool. There's a lot. It's always going to change hats. Like you said, Fat Joe might make a groovy little banger or something.
You never know. You just never know.
You never know. Stayed in the mix, though. Like,
he did.
E40 never fully stepped away. Like, all these other rappers you're naming,
a lot of them they kind of step out the mix.
That's true.
They get out of touch with the sound.
But a lot of them still actually still were making music and dropping music this whole time. Just nobody heard it. Bodie just kind of maintained relevance for it.
He does all types of features.
Yeah, he's maintained relevance.
He gonna do them features.
E40?
Yeah. Compared to rappers in their 50s, he's a prototype for that shit.
Yeah, he gonna get his features in.
Yeah, but I think now is maybe the first time where it's not a guarantee that 40 will be on the charts in LA if he drops. For sure, the Bay, he gonna be on the charts every time he drops.
That's the Bay.
Big Von and them or whoever's a DJ now gonna be playing whatever E40 song come out to this day. But yeah, I don't know. I think that rant was I like Jim Jones popping his shit, but to act like if you want to talk about the strength of his catalog and then
Nas,
you ain't fucking with Nas, bro. Nas still is making he still has more monthly listeners, and that's
he
not
just went number one, bro.
Yeah, he's still
so if you're gonna stay still relevant, you know what I'm saying? He's still relevant, you know what I'm saying?
And I understand that Jim Jones is on this YN arc, but can you guys please tell me one song of his that have been relevant in the past several years? One song, name one Jim Jones song.
He dropped that fashion record.
Yep, he was at the runway show.
At the runway show when he was out there with Kid Super doing the little.
He was on the block.
I'm hit, bro. I don't know if you hit. Well, we still hit, bro.
We still got that shit in
try to say locked in.
But Nas, he is the loop.
No, but you still can't.
Niggas got to stay in the loop. Nas
we still got that shit in Harlem.
But okay, so that's what it's called. We still got.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so we got but that's one.
And then he got the Kid Super song.
Okay. So
okay. Yeah, you gotta get hit, nigga.
Yeah.
No, I'm just making sure. Just making sure that y'all was hip.
He did some shit with Mozzie. He did some shit. Jim Jones been in the loop.
Yeah, but I'm still saying like, okay, he's done, but these aren't like nothing you've mentioned or culture like shocking like big records. You feel me?
Yeah, Nas shouted out Draco on that one song.
No, so I do fuck with I do fuck with Nas. I do fuck with Nas.
Talk about being tapped into the culture, being hip.
He was hip.
Talking about being hip. So we brought up since we brought up my favorite female rapper Cardi B, we're gonna bring up Jaleesa's Nicki Minaj, because she hints at exposing Rock Nation in the future.
Oh my gosh,
in the future.
What
How do you think this will play out?
How do you hint at exposing something in the future?
She got the tea.
Just say the tea then. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What you waiting on?
Yeah.
Okay, not too much on Nicki Minaj though.
What do you mean?
Not too much.
We gonna see what you're talking about.
Yeah, let's hear this. I gotta hear this now, cause like, what?
Have you heard about this as a bar?
I've been watching.
Okay.
I follow her on Twitter.
Oh,
Needing
yeah,
the barbs at all. Oh, she needs you.
Oh yeah, she needs
Jaleese.
the community.
She put the bat signal on. Oh no.
She putting the battery in our bag.
Let me start.
No parts of this.
That's why you was quick to strap earlier. That's why as soon as I mentioned Cardi, she's like, nah, but Nicki.
Last time
they've been
said
activated.
About Nicki playfully, they just tried to kill me. I'm like,
yeah.
Whoa.
Listen.
Yeah. You don't play about
it's
her.
It's a strong coat.
Her, Swifty, and the Beehive. I'm smooth off any of that.
I need to hear this though.
So yeah, let me see. She said, you don't like. They don't want you to see what I'm liking. So that feature was demolished. Listening services, cameras, card tags, pages you don't follow under the following section of X now. Do I get paid for that? All sounds so familiar. Trying to tear a husband away from his wife and family with lies and friends in higher places. Yuck. No more distractions. Hashtag make a baby. Hashtag banned from NO remix. What the fuck is she saying?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Nicki and Nicki. I'm gonna be honest. Right now. It's coded. Nicki's very coded. So Nicki Minaj is a coded person. So she worded it to where like you're gonna have to really decipher what she's saying. You're gonna have to crack the code.
I can't.
Because I couldn't even crack the code, and I'm a super Nicki Minaj fan.
She be high as fuck.
She's not high.
Yeah, it sounds like Xanax.
No,
it sounds like Xanax.
Let's just say the real.
No,
she high.
She's not high.
on a rant.
No,
she's on the Michael
on
Jackson surgery drugs.
She's not on anything.
You think Nicki Minaj not getting high?
No, she's not getting high.
Nicki Minaj getting high.
No,
what is
she getting high off?
Xans right now.
No, she's
yes.
not.
Yes.
Oh my goodness!
That's
because the narrative narrative that the media painted of Nicki Minaj.
Her behavior.
I can look at a human being and tell that a human being.
Do you know how many people have a misconception of me based off of the media?
Yes.
That is so cap, bro. Like you cannot base an opinion, an outside perspective based on
actions and body language says a lot about a person.
No, you're right.
I act like a crackhead all the time, and they call me a crackhead all the time.
No, but Jaleese, like, and look, I'm like you. People make a lot of assumptions about me.
And we're crackheads. We're crystal meth.
Lush is sassy.
You feel me? Like,
no,
pretend like it. Like he just said, like,
no, thank you, brother.
I be doing my thing, like shit, nigga.
Thank you.
We do it all the time.
No. Much love to you too. Like I'm not dissing you.
But Les, you know how it is, though.
No, I do, but I have enough self-awareness to realize, like, yeah, I know I look crazy, even when I'm not. When I was sober, they were saying, "Oh, he's flagged out." Yeah, you feel me?
It's a lot of rappers I be looking at, like, damn.
Everybody thought Future was popping perks, and he didn't.
Right. Well, but could you blame us because his whole
Future wasn't getting pulled and popping perks?
No. I think he was on drugs, but I think he definitely embellished the amount that he was taking for his musical purposes.
He said, like, even if you get a perk at a certain time, that's already the vibe of the music that you make. So now, if you don't do it anymore, I still rap about pouring juice sometimes, and I don't even pour juice. Like,
right. But no, like I believe.
But if you think,
I think that his drug use
wasn't getting high.
No, he was getting high, but he wasn't getting like Young Thug high. There's levels like he wasn't.
I was hanging out getting high together.
No,
I don't care.
There's levels to this. There's levels to this drug shit, player.
If you pop in one perk a day, and if you pouring one line a day, you getting high.
There's a difference between the P. There's a difference between the SNY yard and the motherfucking level 4. There's a difference between getting po'd once a week and being a real opiate addict.
Yes, but that doesn't change the fact that
stop opiate stolen valor.
That wouldn't change the fact that the person still got high or not.
Yes. But there's
Nicki Minaj is not getting high.
But my point is, Jalise, can you blame us for thinking she is?
I don't blame.
She look and act high.
Either she's not high or she's schizophrenic.
Yes.
Nicki Minaj is trolling.
Look, I understand she
so
has
we
this
can
whole
all
art
admit
school,
when Britney
like,
Spears is crashing out.
No.
But we can't admit when.
You cannot. That's not a good
There's a
comparison.
difference between her eccentric.
I've seen some crash outs that was like.
I've crashed out a million. I still crash out to this day. Okay, I don't know if you guys check, but I crash out all the time. So that doesn't mean that I'm high. It's just I might just be thinking about, and I just go left. Sometimes she just might be going left. It may be a lot of things transpiring behind the scenes that none of us know about.
Maybe her personality shifted over time from the damage.
No, but here's the thing though. Yes,
the damage of the industry.
Is now just what they are.
Can we say that now?
No, but here's the thing.
Because I remember a time where she was like, can get her words out a little.
100%. She seemed more coherent.
Like her character now.
She had more, but also at that time,
kind of like Jim Carrey.
Yes.
Don't she have an alternate persona?
Yeah, Roman. Her whole thing is based off of
her. She got hit. She did.
What's up with Roman?
She did.
Bro, Nicki is she's talking in code, bro. This is not. You guys cannot believe that she's just. Got high and just was like,
Evil
okay,
made a
I'm
good
gonna
point though.
Make this not make sense. Everything she does makes sense. She just moves strategic.
So her alternate persona.
Just like with Megan Thee Stallion. Remember, she dropped that diss record, and everybody said that she was lying and she was hating, and it came out that whatever happened happened. I'm not saying it's true or not.
Wait, is that what we think?
But she said that a lot of things were fabricated in regards to that Megan Thee Stallion narrative in regards to Tory Lanez.
Yes.
She said it was fabricated.
Yes.
But the way she delivered it, it seemed like, oh, she's high. Now everybody's saying, well, Nicki was right. Nicki was right.
Yeah, she just don't want to speak on it. But no, I'm saying like that's like two different.
Yeah, it's a false equivalent. But my thing is this.
She's talking about
it's
Rock
equivalent
Nation,
to
so
what
she
I'm
can't
saying.
say too much. So she got to be like talking.
She's alluding to. You saw the Ray J thing, right? Where she was on Ray J's Top Super Hard, and she was alluding to exposing him, and like was basically hoeing this fool out, like on a fucking
on a live.
Yeah, on a live stream. Like it looked really bad. The way my girl took it in a crazy way. My girl's take was like, oh, she looked like she got dirt on him. Like she knows something about him. Like he gay on the lowers. But to be fair, my girl calls everyone, like a lot of people gay. You feel me? In like the industry. But I was like, you know what? Like, I don't know if that's true, but she definitely was hoeing that fool out. Like there's no other way to look at it. But she also looked crazy, unhinged. And like, here's the thing, like Jalise, I give her a little bit of pass for the art school eccentricity that she has. I know that she's like a weird, quirky art school kid, like, and that's part of her playing with shit. But this, like, the way she's been coming across, maybe it's because her career's already crested and she's now at her, like, in her, like, queen in the retirement home phase, like her scepter's like hanging on the wall. She's no longer an active queen outside there threatening the charts. No, it's look, hey, crucify me. Like, I love Nicki, but I'm just saying, like, this is not a biased perspective. She is not actively in the conversation of who the hottest chicks rapping are.
How?
She hasn't been for a long time.
But
this is a conversation that was on ice a long time, Lush. How long is a long time, Lush?
I would say the last time that Nicki, I would say Chun-Li was like probably like around
Chun-Li?
2019.
Red Ruby the Sleeves?
Ruby the Sleeves was like a clear chink in the armor, no pun intended.
Bro, nobody was able to even top that.
That's like, I mean, very debatable.
She ain't an active queen.
Yeah, she's not. Like, the scepter's hanging up.
She's already,
Queen
she's solidified
Elizabeth
as
was like 80, 90 when she was still
but
a queen.
listen,
and we wanted that.
She got dethroned.
Yeah, no.
Who dethroned Nicki Minaj?
I'm not even gonna say she did not get dethroned.
Who dethroned Nicki Minaj?
I would say she graciously
handed it over.
Unceremoniously.
She knighted somebody else.
Yeah,
she
knighted?
Cardi.
You made it.
By the beef.
Are you serious?
Also, they were rapping together. They were cool at one point.
Cardi has one album, bro.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that album sold more than Nicki's last several albums. In fact, I don't know if Nicki has an album that outsold that, if we're being fully honest.
I don't know. I haven't checked numbers.
I can't name one Nicki Minaj song.
I can.
What?
I can name a Nicki Minaj song. Nature's? You getting in like truffle butter?
I don't know what that is. I like it
You
on
guys
like,
are
my
okay.
pasta and shit.
No, I feel you.
Just say you guys are just.
I fuck with Nicki.
I
fuck with her music.
With Nicki like
Yeah,
that, bro.
She got bangers.
They gonna do her shit, bro.
No,
she do her shit.
He shouldn't have
The
to
barbs
have
is
been able to name a song of hers,
But
bro.
you said she got 3 dethrone. I had to like hear what you had to say.
Yeah,
You know?
she did,
I
bro.
don't think Cardi B.
I
got
can't believe you say Cardi
and
B.
you said Cardi took
her.
it?
Cardi had the, I feel like Cardi.
Billboard just ranked Nicki Minaj the best female rapper of all time, dead or alive.
I'm not gonna
Nobody's
say
gonna
she's
top
not.
Nicki Minaj. This is like us talking about Nas,
I could pay somebody to write
Eminem,
that
Lil
headline about
Wayne,
me.
Jay-Z, whatever the case may be. Nicki Minaj is top 10. That's why she said go argue over top 5.
No, you're
Y'all
not.
gonna argue over the top 5 male rappers. I'm the best female rapper of all time. I don't have to do anything.
This
Can't
is
nobody
true,
get on
but-
the record and out rap me.
But
That's
just
what
like,
she's saying.
but that's
bro.
also like Jay-Z, Eminem. They're like the best rappers
Eminem's
ever.
the best rapper of all time. I'm not having this discussion right now.
I'll say it's
I can
Jay-Z,
agree.
but I'm not mad at.
I can agree with
But
you.
I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at Eminem.
You
And
see,
to me,
but because he's white, they gonna
Don't.
take
Yeah,
that.
they're gonna say because he's like. Okay.
No, no,
You're
no,
not
no,
part
no.
of the culture.
No,
Not 'cause he's white.
look,
No,
you could
because
say
it's
They
the
do
topic
use
of
that.
conversation.
no. You
that's
could
why.
say Jay. You
But
could
if you're
say
gonna go on that
Nas. You could
lyrical
say
scale
M.
of,
You
like,
could say
biggity skibbity babbity joobity shit, like he
he
matched
up there.
with that shit. Like,
That's not like that's not a horrible take by any means. You feel me? Like
it's just the topic of what he was talking about.
He's top
Yeah.
10.
yeah, it's not a.
Eminem.
You made it up. Oh my
He's
God.
definitely top 10.
He out rapped Jay-Z on his song. Renegade.
Yeah.
You even Snoop Dogg said it. He said I don't want
That
Eminem
crazy
on the
white
song.
boy. Like,
I'm not gonna lie,
No,
like-
He said, I
Eminem
don't
was
wanna.
popping it, bro.
When I first heard that verse, I was like, "What the fuck is this, dude?"
You could
Like,
tell with
I fuck
tension,
with Slim
like
Shady.
Yeah, Slim Shady. That's what we're.
Yeah.
That's different than the
I
like
can't
no
Better than
Eminem.
Eminem.
So Eminem
But-
can't drop right now and go number 1.
He's
He
gonna
could.
go
He's
number 1.
gonna
All
go
right, then,
number
what we
1.
talking about?
He
'Cause
could.
he still got motion too.
Yeah,
All right.
he's Eminem.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
that's what a black
But
rapper
can
gonna say,
Jay-Z?
like,
Okay, but
I still got
listen.
motion,
Jay-Z
I'm
can
good.
go number 1 right now too.
Facts.
Bro?
And Jay-Z way older
But he
than
got
Eminem.
title.
He has title. Thank you.
But no,
I'm
we're not
He
gonna
gonna
act
go
like.
number 1 on.
Hold on, we're not
His
gonna.
shit or his shit, nigga.
You know what Jay?
Worldwide.
No
Yeah.
cap.
Do you know what Jay-Z suffers from? Jay-Z suffers from this phenomenon where he's a victim of his own success. Now let me explain.
He suffers from getting money.
Getting money, nigga. Getting money disorder, nigga.
Listen, like yeah, exactly.
Fuck you
So
mean, nigga?
but Jay-Z
Nigga, he
is
got bees, nigga.
exactly beyond having bees. He is like because of the bees, people overlook the
His rapping?
actual how great of a rapper he is,
Yeah.
and skill for skill, like
He
skill
was
set
good
for
in many
skill set.
areas. He damn near was like a Pisces type nigga. You know what I'm saying?
He's
Like,
actually a Sagittarius, born in the year of the rooster, same as Lush 1 and same as Draco the Ruler. If you want to get super technical,
No, type shit,
you feel
type
me?
shit.
Like December 81, you feel me? November 81, babies. You feel me? Like 69, 93.
but yeah, he got
So, yeah.
bees, nigga. Like, nigga, we ain't.
But no, but
Fuck that
people
rapping ass shit,
but,
nigga. We
but,
don't
but
rap, nigga.
nah,
We get
but
bees,
he
nigga.
rap better than all these people that people like.
But he got
Buy
money way
one
better.
painting is 5
people
million
wanna-
next year. It's 8 million. Like
people
that's-
wanna
is
say-
is that lyrical?
That
I don't think
verse,
Jay-Z is a
that
better
verse
rapper
to me was not like as
than
much of a standout.
So
as
can
people-
Jay-Z drop today and it be the hottest shit?
No.
go
No,
number
but
one.
he
No.
could definitely go number 1 on
go
that.
That's
number
because
one.
of,
Don't go
that's
number
because of the
one.
pool he has.
Didn't
though.
Lil Wayne
But
go
he's
number
also
one?
keep in mind this is a
This is Beyonce's husband that we're talking about.
okay.
So-
Jay-Z's
No, this
bitch
is
is
Jay-Z.
Beyonce.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel me? Like
Jay-Z.
that's
This
the
is
that's the
Jay-Z.
light skinned
I mean,
bitch from
now-
Destiny's Child.
now-
I wanted to fuck Kelly more than her, for being honest. You feel me? Like cool.
Nah, she might have been the bad.
Nah,
she's bad as
Beyonce was
fuck.
bad.
But guess
Beyonce's
what? Nah,
still
to-
bad.
to
She
be
had a
like
couple
that,
movie
we're not
roles
gonna
that was
call.
crazy.
That's
Yeah,
not
that
like
was wild.
That
no.
wasn't Jay-Z. That
ASAP
wasn't
Rocky.
Jay-Z,
ASAP
nigga.
Rocky is Rihanna's
Yeah.
husband.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen.
Okay?
Okay, but
There's a
I'm gonna
difference.
give Beyonce and Jay-Z their flowers. Like Jay-Z did what
Jay-Z
he was
got
supposed to do.
bees.
He's a good businessman. If we're talking about business
And music.
he dominated that. But I feel like just you can't say he's the best rapper of all time.
To me, he is like,
That is
in that
like yeah, yeah.
crazy.
to-
Him,
like,
Nas,
it's
and all
really
these
not.
niggas,
Like-
Biggie, they always been in that conversation.
like he literally like he gets so overlooked when it comes to like the categories that when you break
He
down.
does not get overlooked. They ranked him as number one.
But and then when he
best
gets
male
ranked at
rapper
number
of
one,
all
and then he
time.
gets that, people are like, oh, that's just because he has the best statistics. No, it's not because he has the
Not
best
because of
statistics. It's because he has the best punchlines, the best metaphors, the best flow, the best. He has
a good swagger about himself.
But all
similar
these
Nas too.
It's, to me, as someone that like feverishly, obsessively analyzes this and can tell you like all the nuances that make any rapper great, even if I don't fuck with them, I can tell you why they're liked and what like to me, Jay-Z is incredible. Like
Jay-Z's
and is
one of the goats.
Yeah, but like skill wise,
but
his spittery is like not exalted the way.
Slick at the mouth.
He's very slick at the mouth. Exactly. He really people want to like overlook how raw he was, especially kids. Just like I might as well be talking about Great Balls of Fire when I mentioned Jay-Z to the YNs.
But no, see, but like
you feel me?
You
like
can play, but right now I'm not gonna lie, you can play a Jay-Z song.
But they'll like it when they hear it.
No, it depends on what kind of Jay-Z song you play.
I think
one of them swaggy.
Like Hard Knock Life.
Hard Knock Life still kind of go.
That's a classic.
That still kind of go.
I don't care. My favorite song, the only song I listen to is that one and Renegade with him and Eminem. Eminem ripped him to shreds.
I'm gonna put you up. I'm pretty sure you're such a fan of lyrics, Jaleesa. I'm pretty sure I could turn you out on Hove. Like honestly,
we'll see.
The Black album was like a little swaggy album.
Super, bro. There is
no, he got
99 problems, but a bitch ain't one.
Yeah, he got
you know what I mean? Like and he was really popping it though. Like people overlook sometimes the shit that he say is so slick, it go unnoticed. Like you feel me? Like what you eat don't make what you eat don't make me shit. Like little things like that. Like people are like, oh, it's so simple, but he's so many left. Here's the difference between Jay-Z and Nas, and why I think, and I have Jay-Z ranked higher than Nas. And I think that not only is Jay-Z obviously more successful, but he's a better rapper than Nas, as just mechanically a rapper. And this is my opinion, and this is why I say that. Nas will take something very, very simple and make it sound complicated as fuck. Eminem as well, same thing. Jay-Z will take something super.
But
listen,
isn't that the point of being lyrical?
No, listen. There's different levels of lyricism. Jay-Z takes something very complicated and makes it sound very simple. And there's a certain brilliance to that, an understated brilliance that people might get lost on the common man, but there's a reason why a lot of people.
Agree.
Yeah.
Jay-Z have an ether.
Yeah, he did. I mean, to me, it's so funny because they just put out they just put out this list. So, okay, the best song of the entire Nas and Jay-Z back and forth is the song called The Blueprint 2 on the Blueprint 2 album, where Jay-Z already had won the war.
It's called
and he just,
Ether, bro.
No, okay, but like obviously Ether is the best song from the exchange, like as far as the most
and
iconic.
I fuck with both of them.
But to me, the most lyrical record, and it was after the beef was kind of already over. Like Jay-Z was kind of at this point just getting sturdy on his grave. But when he dropped that, like that was the whole like. Is it Uchi Wally Wally or is it One Mike? Is it Black Girl Lost or Shorty Owe You for Ice? Like you feel me? He fucking destroyed him. You feel, just because he got a goofy, it don't mean that he nice. Just mean you don't understand all the goofy shit that he write. He was spazzing on him, bro.
It didn't acoustically sound like Ether though.
No. Ether had amazing aggression, shock value. And he said what he said. And he said what he said, and he said it with his nuts. He said what a lot of people were thinking.
He was saying what he was saying to the person he was saying it to.
And it was a more impactful, it's greater. Like Nas won with that song. That's the song that was victorious from that situation. Now, we obviously know Jay-Z wound up becoming his big homie and all that, and now they're both like kings and goats in their own right. But to me, like just like stylistically, we remove success from the equation. I feel like Hove has certain things he does that impress me more as a rapper. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, this is why Lush sucks. Remove Lush from the platform. And then there's going to be some other people that be like, see, this is why I fuck with Lush, because he understands certain nuances. But we'll see what the people say.
They're kind of like.
Yeah. But that's like personal. When you start talking about the Hoves, the Nas's, the Eminems, the Biggies, the Pacs, Jim Jones is not in the motherfucking conversation. All right.
Yeah. More of the story. Okay, let's get to the super.
No, he's not.
Let's get to the super chat.
Yeah, we gonna get to the super chats. This is a fire ass pod. I
loved it. I adored it.
But Connor Talk Podcast. Welcome to members only. Logan Hopkins. Welcome to members only. This dude named Neocom P. He said Jim Jones does not have one thing on Nas. not rapping, not numbers, or chart entries or plaques. Horror classic album, only thing he got is style. Jada and Joe was looking at him like he lost his mind. I mean,
no cap. They was looking at him crazy.
Bishop Rojas with a $5 super chat singing to the Jalise. When it's cold outside. Make it feel like it's the summertime. And I can't stop thinking about nothing. You still end up on my mind. He's definitely someone else sending love to Jalise as well. $5 from Smackback. Also, Jalise, how is your relationship? Should I read that or not? Jalise, how's your relationship with SGA? Lush interview Lil Sick from SAC, Brother Lynch and X-Rated Nephew. I already know. I've talked to you about Lil Sick multiple times, and yes, his new shit is fire. Shouts to SAC. And how's your relationship with SGA?
I don't even know who that is.
Okay. Shouts to Reap Cash, my dog. You feel me? Reap Cash and hey Jalise, what up Lush? What up Josh? That's Reap Cash.
Hi.
Real one. So Hank with his $2 membership. I usually try to engage in relatively good faith. Could you guys get enough hate? But there has never been a more boring start to a show. Okay, all right, like shit. Fuck me.
Type shit.
Fuck me. Johnny Blaze, welcome to No Jumper members only. R.I.P. Lil Snoop and Juice WRLD. I agree, 1,000%. Two legends. Where's Brandon? This shit is lifeless as fuck. Said looted for $5. I know, bro. We're drowning without him. Indeed, Chiba with $5. Lush, how do you feel now that you got your South Side pass got revoked for trying to act like a level 10 and you and Compa both goofies? I never got the memo. I'm sorry. Thank you for informing me. I'm devastated. I'm gonna I'm lowering my socks right now. You feel I'm officially lowering my socks. I'm removing Selena from my playlist. I think that I'm gonna just let my girlfriend DP me when I go home. She's gonna boobot me. You feel me? And I think me and the Southside will be firme after that. Está bien, compa? All right, so Travis Tillard with the $5. Finally, we got the homies back in the building. Trill Dog, baby. You already know. You feel me? A lot of love for Jalise. Sahara Santana, ganging them with the $10. You feel me? Tap DNT. Man, Free Brick and Sus. I couldn't agree with you more.
Free Brick. Okay.
Free Brick and Sus. Come on. You don't wish jail upon it.
I didn't say anything about him. I said Free Brick.
True. Free everybody that's not got sex charges. I think we have more super chats.
That is not how sex charges is crazy.
No, because we missed some then. We missed one.
Yeah, Jalise got a lot of super.
Oh yeah, no, right here at this one at the end of the that one at the Lush. How do you feel about Prodigy? R.I.P. I never hear you up Mob Deep. And that's crazy because I talk about Prodigy literally like too much. Like me and Adam like had a 40-minute tirade about Prodigy multiple times, and I said my favorite album in hip hop history is The Infamous by Mobb Deep. Long live Bandana P. One of the GOATs. You just don't watch me for real. If you don't, that's like I've never heard you talk about Draco before. Like Prodigy is like probably the rapper I talk about second most, like type shit. You feel me? Like if you haven't, you just like don't fuck with me like that, gang. Nah. But long live Bandana P. So I'm always down to bring up Prodigy and all the fucking legends, past, present, and future. You feel me? We try to fucking shed light, never shade, never player hate. We just fucking do the damn thing and keep it trill at all times. With that being said, this has been a very, very dope podcast. I think we got a music stream coming up. Evil, Ralphie, Jalise, big homie Nathan. You feel me? The biggest Edgar, and Josh was here for a minute too, and we about this month.